Welcome everybody to the Drop to a Hole podcast. My name is Darrell. I'm here with Cheese, Chris, Anthony, usual crew. And we're here to review WrestleMania 18, one of the most highly regarded WrestleManias of all time. I believe it'd probably be the second most highly regarded WrestleMania of all time, I guess, behind WrestleMania 17, which happens the year prior. Or I guess you could add in like 1 and, was it 3 was highly regarded?
A lot of people.
I'm sorry. Okay, so
a lot of people pick between this one and 17 as their favorites, and that's
it's not
about it.
3 because 3 is one match.
Yeah, 3 really is just Andre Hogan match, and that's all they ever talk about. They never mention anything else from there.
Look, let's be 100% honest. They are all bad for a long time.
Yes.
They're all bad.
But
all of them.
WrestleMania 18 takes place from the Sky Dome in Toronto. And it starts with this video pack. Well, technically it starts with Saliva playing some song that I don't give a damn about because I did not listen to it.
No, this was my vibe right here. They kicked off with Saliva. I'm like, this is the best Mania ever.
I was watching with Darrell, so I couldn't say that.
Yeah. I watched it back earlier when I watched it again.
It's the best.
Listen, I don't like Saliva,
you know what?
But I love the way that they set up
I fucking
the video
love
package.
Saliva in 2002 only because they did 3 pay-per-view theme songs. This one, the one for Unforgiven, and the one for Survivor Series.
And then they do Batista's theme.
Yeah.
That too. So you know what? No Saliva hate here. This is the official podcast of Saliva.
We have no idea any of their personal lives. We don't know anything of them personally.
Oh, I'm
they
sure
might
one
be
of them's
shitters,
MAGA.
they
Hey,
might be great.
Also, the singer of Saliva did the duet with Chad Kroeger on the song for Spider-Man. So fuck off anybody and everybody.
It was that dude?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody, by the way. I've been meaning to get this in at the start of the show.
You're a Nickelback fan, you'll love this podcast because
I'm not a Nickelback fan.
Give us a like for Saliva.
I'm probably in a crappy mood too, so I'm probably gonna be.
Don't worry, I'm the opposite. I'm eager to talk about this show because I'm
eager to talk about it, but there were a couple of matches in particular that I just went back and watched, and I have some thoughts.
Oh,
but
so I'll immediately tell you what it is. It is the Hall and Austin match that's just kind of
yes. Booker and Edge.
It's No. I disagree with that one. I just watched that
disagree.
Right now. I enjoyed it. Was it great? No, not even close to being great. But it was not bad.
But
let me put it this way: it was not any of the bullshit that we watched in 2013's Battleground.
Yeah.
Well,
any match on this card
because that was enraging.
Anything
that wasn't just bad. That was that.
Episode.
I was pissed off that whole fucking episode.
But the commentators for this pay-per-view were JR and Jerry Lawler. This is right after Jerry comes back from the XWF, which only lasted for like a week. And this is right after he came back after he left after his young wife, the Cat, former WWF Women's Champion, if you could believe it or not, was fired after she was in a storyline with Right to Censor, where she wasn't allowed to be naked, and she got thrown into a bag and kidnapped or something like that.
She showed her titties legit at Armageddon 1999 after like some kind of gravy bowl match. She ripped off her bra, and for like 2 seconds, you got like actual puppy shots. So they got in trouble for that.
Yeah. But
even though it was on pay-per-view.
And then they're like, hey, we gotta let Kat go. And Jerry's like, if she's going, I'm going. And then management was like,
you know what Kat's
say
gimmick
less,
was for a while?
You can leave.
Her gimmick was just dressing like a smaller Chyna.
Yeah, wasn't she following Chyna around? Like she was like Chyna's obsessed stalker
dressing
or something like that.
Just dressing like Chyna if Chyna was smaller for like a few months, and then I think she won the women's title during that moment.
Yeah.
And then yada yada. But it's funny because just a year ago, we were talking before podcast. Jerry was not, except for the one women's match, he wasn't on his worst behavior.
He was relatively inoffensive through the show, unlike this opening this opening WrestleMania hype video. I was watching it with Cindy, and she goes, "Is this a war documentary? Like, what is this Ken Burns ass like promo
They do that
for
a lot, though.
WrestleMania?"
Vince has a bad habit of like for WrestleMania doing like this thing where like the wrestlers act like they're like going through some like important like transforming life event at WrestleMania. I guess you can say that they were, but the way that they drum it
But
up
it's
is
also
so
like
dramatic.
it's not just like even a WrestleMania thing though, because
Mhm.
he really like doing the black and white like blown out cities, post nuclear war shit
Mm-hmm.
for Armageddon and for
Mhm.
Unforgiven and for Survivor. Anything that sounded like remotely there was life, your life was in danger in a pay per view, he would use it.
Um,
What a
but
weird opening! What a weird opening package for the show we get.
I think it was so weird also following the Saliva like performance too, because it was like you just had that happen and then you go into that video package, which I guess I don't even hate the video package in isolation. It just felt like it was placed weird in the
It would
middle of
fit
everything.
way better in like 95, 96, like right
Hmm.
before the Attitude Era, like in between New Gen and Attitude Era. That would be
Hmm.
a like where I would think this WrestleMania package is. This needed more new metal. It's
Yeah.
2002, guys. Come on. Undertaker's coming out to Limp Bizkit rolling. Let's get some
Hmm.
new metal in this hype package.
It's also weird hearing like I know at this point Undertaker had become like humanized as a character, but it's so weird hearing him open the video package. Like, yeah, like I
That's
don't
not
know.
Undertaker. That's Booger Red.
Oh, we'll get into Booger Red later.
So this pay
Straight
per
up, because
view
the best
opens.
match of the night is I can't wait to cover the best match of the night.
So the pay per view opens with not the pay per view. WrestleMania 18 opens with RVD versus William Regal for the Intercontinental Championship. RVD comes out over as always, gets a
Pause,
big
Darrell.
pop when he comes
Kaufman,
out.
I have that same cup.
What cup is it?
You got it from GameStop too,
Bulbasaur.
didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I feel like I've always joked with Anthony about this. I feel like his room just looks like a mini GameStop now. With as much shit
Oh,
as he like
the,
every
the whole
time I
house
would talk
does.
to this man Anthony, it was something he was buying from fucking GameStop. And
Yeah,
it was something Pokemon related 80% of the time.
for the
I have
audio
like a whole.
listeners, I've got this green cup that's got Bulbasaur on it. I've also got a Dr. Pepper. I'm double fisting bevies today.
Yeah.
Are we even
That's
on
like
any
there
audio
we go.
podcasting apps, or are we just
No,
on
You know,
YouTube?
I'm just on YouTube and I need to get on there.
Someday we might.
Yeah.
hey, no. Someday, as in this week, we
We
probably will.
will.
Mm.
This week we will. Um, yeah, we'll do that. Thanks for Kaufman. I had not thought about that until recently, but that would probably help.
Mhm.
That would probably help. um, um, but back to the match, Daryl.
But RVD's big over. William Regal's over, like he's
Yeah,
got major heat as a heel. Everybody hates William Regal because he used to be the commissioner and he's this asshole and he's got the power of the punch ordained from God.
he was also
Um,
helping Vince get people to kiss his ass. So
yeah. Oh, was the kiss my ass
after
club going
he
on at this
after
point?
he kissed Vince's ass.
Was that at this point or was this after WrestleMania
Oh, this
18?
was after that. This was after that.
Okay,
Undertaker
yeah.
had already made JR kiss. I took a note of that, by the way. That Undertaker had already made JR kiss Vince's ass.
Booger Red, baby.
Vince had already been shoved up Rikishi's butt by The Rock. How your lips, that kind of thing.
So,
Uh,
so, so you getting into the match. First thing, there's one thing I did want to point out. JR says something while RVD is walking out that pissed me off. Gerard makes the comment that I wonder what RVD is thinking because he's never wrestled in a stadium this big, and I'm like, could you shut the fuck up, please? Could you just shut up? Like, I hate. There's one thing that I hate that WWE does, and they still do it to this day. Not as much as they used to, but Vince was big on it. If somebody came from a smaller company, there was this whole storyline around, oh, they make it on the big time, and it's like they're gonna make it as far as you push them. They're gonna make it as far as you make them feel important. I don't think like most of these guys don't really get stage fright or perform worse because they're performing in big arenas.
Nah, man,
It's just
fuck you. He came from ECW. He
yeah,
was
like
wrestling in front of 5 people, and half of them were on the
God,
show.
man. Like Vince. I hate how Vince treated like indie talent and like other company. Anyway, getting into the
Bingo.
match. Um, RVD and William Regal come out the game swinging. RVD's hitting Regal with kicks and punches and yada yada yada. Then RVD tries to attack Regal in the corner, but Regal reverses it and tries to summon the power of the punch. But as he gets the brass knuckles on, somehow the referee doesn't see him the whole time reaching into his tights, which is a recurring
Yeah.
theme in William Regal's
Oh,
career.
There's-
that's
But
just like, he's playing with his dick. Who
yeah,
cares?
There's a lot of that on this show too. Not playing with your dick, but referees who are just blatantly like, I have to be distracted now.
Oh, I
And
know.
just
There's
look the
so
other
much of
way.
that.
especially in that main event, my lord. But RVD kicks the brass knuckles out of Regal's hands, which was cool. It ends up landing on the outside. And then RVD catches Regal with a spinning thrust kick and goes up to the top rope, goes for the 5-star frog splash, but Regal moves out of the way. Then Regal hits RVD with the knee trembler. Regal goes for multiple pin attempts, keeps getting 2 counts. Regal Irish whips RVD into the ropes, but RVD reverses with the crossbody. Then RVD locks Regal into a backslide for a 2 count. Regal drop toe holds RVD and then starts hitting RVD in the back of the head with these forearms. Yep. I forgot to do
said
the
the
whole
thing,
thing
guys.
there.
He
Yeah,
said
we
the
said the thing.
You can't say the name of the thing and not address it. It's like the Pee Wee Herman's, like, you know,
DTH.
you said the magic word. So, Cheeseman, you better yell every time someone says drop to hold. That's your job.
Well,
Do
we
the
that
yell a
or
lot during this podcast. But
I expect
Regal
to yell, so don't
hits
disappoint.
RVD with a suplex for a 2 count. Regal tries to whip RVD, and I think RVD feeds into the corner. Regal tries to whip RVD into the other corner, but RVD reverse whips Regal into the corner, and then as Regal is coming out of the corner, RVD hits him with the back body drop. Then Regal hits RVD with the nasty arm tie neck breaker. RVD does that sell where he lands on the top of his head. It looks nasty there. He looked like he damn near broke his neck.
And
Yes, he
JR
did.
incorrectly called it a German.
Yes,
Oh no,
he
that
did.
was later. That was a spot,
Okay,
a couple
my bad.
spots after.
Wrong
Yeah.
suplex.
Then Regal locks RVD into this necktie rest hold, and then RVD gets out of it, hits Regal with a thrust kick. RVD tries to go for Rolling Thunder on Regal, but Regal gets his knees up. Then Regal hits a nasty butterfly powerbomb on RVD. RVD is an amazing seller. I know we've said it before, but I mean, he's just a great seller. Regal goes for a Regal stretch, but RVD reverses it into a cradle pin. Regal tries to go for another butterfly powerbomb, but RVD reverses it and sends Regal into the corner. RVD whips William Regal into another corner, hits him with a drop kick. Then he whips him to...
He like triple pumps on that drop kick.
Yeah.
He like he like hesitates and then gets up and still gets super high up for it.
Yeah. Then he throws Regal into the other corner, hits him with the rolling monkey flip. RVD was about to go for a spinning wheel kick on Regal, but Regal reverses it, traps RVD in a half and half, and takes him over for a suplex. And that's when JR says he hits him, got him in a full Nelson, and then hit him with a German. And I'm like, the fuck is he talking about?
Neither of those things happened.
Yeah. But Regal then so that sends RVD to the outside. Regal then goes to the outside. He does something to RVD, I don't remember, but then he goes to pick up the brass knuckles. But the referee, when Regal gets back into the ring, the referee sees the brass knuckles this time, which I think it would have been harder for him to see it that time than the other time when he put it on. But regardless, the referee sees it, stops Regal from using the brass knuckles, but Regal goes back to the corner and he has more brass knuckles in his tights. So he goes to grab it, but RVD hits Regal with the spinning thrust kick. Then RVD goes to the top rope, hits the 5-star frog splash, gets the pin 1, 2, 3. RVD's a new Intercontinental champion. Anthony, you arguing with that cat?
Huh? Shut up.
But I gave this match a 6.5 out of 10. I think it was a good match, good sprint. I wish it would have got more time, which is why the match rating was a little bit lower. But they had some great spots during the match. Regal's a great WrestleMania opener. I think this is the second year in a row he's opened WrestleMania at this point.
Yes.
Same
worked
with
with Jericho
RVD,
at
like
17.
another tremendous opener. RVD.
Yeah. So
Yep.
For me, yeah, I give it a
Regal's like
6.5 out of
perfect
10.
heel, man.
Oh,
He's
for sure.
especially the perfect heel for like working from on top, because like the whole time that he's like a believable bully wrestler who can also be a coward wrestler when it comes to when he comes across somebody who's bigger and stronger than he is.
Mm-hmm.
I give that. Let me think. I'm working on a 5 scale here. I'm gonna go ahead and give that 3 3/4.
Brass knuckles.
No, I want to go with. God damn it! I wanted to do something dick related, but you know what? 3 3/4 dicks.
Okay.
Hey, he was reaching into his pants for something.
And he couldn't find the brass knucks. Speaking of his pants, like I loved their attire in this. Like RVD's got this like purple and red dragon airbrush setup with the yin and yang on front, like he always does. And Regal's got these like it's like black regular trunks over red, a little bit longer trunks. And the reds on each of their gear kind of go with each other, and I always love when wrestlers do that, either intentionally or unintentionally. I also miss arena WrestleManias because the lighting in here was so cool, but like you can't really get that in outdoor arenas anymore, especially during the daytime.
What I loved, especially, is when you talk about lighting, is when the match is going on. Every time you look at the background stage, it's got those like purples and golds, and I also really miss the purple. I really miss when WrestleMania leaned into having a gold color scheme. Like the logo itself was just like looked like it was a shiny gold thing, and now I'm like, Now it looks like the Super Bowl.
Well, the problem is that a lot of times, like the last 3 stadiums that WrestleMania has been in, you go to LA. LA was cool. I think the lighting for
open
39
stadiums
was great. But like 40, 41, and now 42, having that like these stadiums that they're building now with these like domes with the like the like around it being open and like the top of it kind of being open so you can kind of see outside. It just, to me, it messes with the lighting a lot for WrestleMania.
Well,
like,
all the
I think
light
that was a big
pours
problem
out
last year. Yeah.
I mean, think about whenever you watch 17, it's the same thing Kaufman's talking about. The lighting is so good in those, like you said, arena WrestleManias.
Insane, man.
Yeah. I really didn't have a single problem with this match. Like it was exactly what it needed to be. And it was just sweet in general. I gave it a Cubano shot. That was like, if you know, you know. Those are tremendous, but they're that big, so.
Oh, jeez.
I gave it a B. Outstanding way to start your WrestleMania. 2 phenomenal workers, 2 different styles. A good story beat in it. Honestly, it's a great way to get everybody hyped up and ready to go, like right out the gate.
All right. Well, next we get a segment between Christian and Lillian Garcia. At this point, I'm
Christian Christian wasn't ready for the cut.
No, he was not.
I'm gonna tell you this. No, he wasn't. But I will say this: Christian at this point is far more entertaining than his brother.
Oh, than Edge.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, and even still.
I cannot wait to get to the Edge match.
Seeing Christian like this with him cheesing big into the camera. I wrote, I don't like agreeing with Vince on anything, but he might have been onto something with Christian.
Oh, Christian being ugly.
Well, and just not wanting him around.
I can't get down with that, dog. I'm a real.
Why not?
I'm a real.
Oh, you can love Christian, but still acknowledge that as a personally, he's a disgusting thing to look at.
Oh no, I'm talking about not wanting him around. I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh no, I can see there being an era of not wanting him around.
Okay. To be fair, like 03
Darrell,
to 05,
be fair,
Christian
I also
WWE.
didn't want Edge around right now either.
Well,
I will
didn't
say
either. So
this version of Christian and TNA are like genuinely entertaining and like fun to watch. Past that point, though, I'm like you gotta start getting to AEW before he starts getting entertaining again.
Yeah.
Oh, running the E after TNA is not good.
The only thing that good that Christian did in the E post TNA run was when he turned heel for that like 2 months and he was like begging for those title shots. I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, like that run was
But you notice how Vince doesn't even have him as like a strong heel. He's still a heel who begs.
No, he was a shitty heel and he just like flip flopped the world title between him and Randy Orton for like 3 months and then forgot about it.
Part of me wants to be an asshole and just mock that and laugh at it.
But I mean, you could because it was stupid. So I mean,
because it's kind of just funny. Like it's just funny. It's not great, but it's funny.
But
that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Oh God, don't do
who
that.
had Christian and DDP?
I did.
Yep. All right, Chiefs. Have at it.
So first off, we have Christian
DDP,
and his best theme ever.
Yes.
Easily.
We got
it's not even close.
DDP and his worst theme ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Also, hot take. No, hot take. The one in WCW was not good either. I don't want to.
It wasn't good, but this one.
It wasn't good, but it was better.
I don't even know about that. I don't think it. It
was just a knockoff.
I think DDP unfortunately did not have a single good theme song.
As long as he says self high five and bang in it, I'm good.
Yeah, that's all that we need to hear.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. For either thing.
So this is
I mute it when he comes out.
So this is a European title match. So Christian jumps DDP before the match even begins. Hits a failed Irish whip, and then right at the gate, DDP comes right in as soon as he gets his opening. This whole thing is set up because DDP was helping Christian self-motivate. Basically, this was his motivational speaker arc. He's trying to help Christian stop throwing temper tantrums and start winning.
I think it's just DDP being like, I'm going to do what I really do in real life on
stage.
It really is.
This is when they allow him to be himself.
It really is. Just
this is all he is. That's all it
yoga.
Is. DDP, yeah. He hadn't gotten the yoga yet. Yeah.
And then Christian turns on him, and so this match then gets set up. Back to the match. We get a nice gut wrench into a gut buster from DDP to Christian. I thought he was going right for the powerbomb, but no, it turned into a buster. I'm like, ooh, that was a good transition right there. Clothesline out of the ring, and DDP starts ramming Christian into the barricades and just ramming him. No, I can't even say that because that sounds bad. So
no, just say it. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, ramming
you say everything
hard.
ose on here.
That's a good point.
No pause.
Shut up. That's not that bad. I just gave him a match or rating that was just dick, so come on.
Yeah, but you could be talking about the dicks.
No, I'm talking about penis. Like, I'm talking about fleshy monsters, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about
the new tag team in AEW, Fleshy Monsters.
Jesus Christ.
We're talking about the bastards.
You're not going to be able to edit out that, Darrell.
I'm not going to. Oh, I wasn't going to.
You don't need to. Again. Good.
We get 10 punches in the corner, and then Christian gets a good drop on him and drops DDP onto his face. Christian then launches DDP out of the ring. We then get mocking Christian with his very exaggerated, goofy-ass smile. He's choking him out with the boot, hits some more corner punches. DDP grabs him, spins it around, and now DDP's hitting corner punches. Paige trips up Christian, and then once again DDP gets shoved into the post. And then we get a rest hold of long-ass abdominal stretch. DDP went for a discus and missed, but the form looked great. Elbow in the corner. Christian hits a top rope nothing. You always know there's top rope nothing coming when someone goes to the top rope who never does. DDP then throws Christian off of the top rope. This time the discus does connect. And then we're getting close to the end here. A nice Irish whip again. A sit-down powerbomb that he gets him up. Diamond cutter. Chest out, shoulders back. Perfection. Inside cradle does nothing. Then we get a diamond cutter again. And then DDP wins and retains. And DDP says, Christian, great job. You lost, but you didn't lose your temper. And that's a good thing. And then Christian loses his temper.
And flails about the ring.
Match rating.
All in all, I mean, you can't be Look, you can't go wrong with Diamond Dallas Page at any point in his career. They did him wrong
Sneezy
a lot in WWE, yes. But Anthony, were you saying something?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you
sneezing.
were. Thought we lost your mic there for a second. I'm like, oh, not this
No.
again.
Don't do. Yeah, no, don't even jinx it.
No, I'm not trying. I didn't intend to. But look, you
Now
can't.
give us that good old grade.
I'm also giving this one a B as well. I think these were really good back-to-back title matches. You had, and plus, let's be honest, these were two guys in Diamond Dallas Page and Rob Van Dam. We're
Wait.
really three because William Regal didn't start in WWE.
Oh,
Did he?
okay.
Nah.
Wrong
talking
triple
about
letter
two
wrestler.
He's not talking about. Okay, yeah, okay. I
What-
thought he was
what did I
talking
say
about.
wrong?
I thought you thought RVD was in this match with Chris with DDP.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, but really, because those three guys, think about it, they didn't start in WWE, and yet here they are, having back-to-back great matches. Yeah, their gimmicks
on
are,
WrestleMania.
except for Rob Van Dam. Yeah, their gimmicks are pretty stupid. But you know what? They weren't buried. They weren't made to look stupid at WrestleMania. They put on great matches, and really, that's one of those things where it's like, you never would have thought this would happen with Vince McMahon there, and so to see it happen, that was a good thing. That wasn't a bad thing. That was a good thing, and so I'm giving it a B.
Okay.
This was the last time the European Championship was ever defended at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
I have a little note here saying that between now and its unification with the Intercontinental belt on July 22nd of this same year in 02, that belt changes hand 5 times between this date and then. DDP ends up losing it to Regal, who we just saw open the show. Regal loses it to Spike Dudley in April, and then a month after that, Regal gets it back. Jeff Hardy wins it in July, and then he is the last champion. Well, he's the last champion to lose it to RVD, who unifies it with the IC belt. So this is tying a little bow on the WrestleMania history of the European Championship. It was a nice match. It's everything the European Championship division was ever about. Like lower to mid card guys, decent matches, and
Europeans,
this was pretty good. Europeans mainly,
straight out of
Canadian,
Europe. I guess
or
Canada's
Canadians.
Europe.
Or guys from Jersey.
Jersey might as well be Europe. Might as well be Italy.
I gave this one a dirty chai latte.
DDP was 46
in this match.
Yes. So I don't think he was going to get pushed very far at any point because he was 46, and that's kind of just the reality of it. Do I think he should have been a stalker? No, but who the fuck cares? When I was 11, I found it incredibly, or when I was 10, I found it incredibly entertaining. So fuck that. Anyways, I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't care. There's a lot of other crap going on in the world. Who the fuck cares about what happened to DDP in 2001? Yeah, exactly, right? There are still people who rail up on this kind of stuff. I'm like, you guys touch a titty, touch some grass, get a life. This gets, I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5 DDP yogas. I liked it. I had fun. I enjoy this era of Christian probably the most of any era of Christian because of the music, the tantrums. His gimmick fit his face. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Darrell?
I gave it a 5 out of 10. I thought it was a decent match. I think yet again it was like the timing of it, the time on it wasn't great, but I think that the storyline that they were in was necessary. The time that this match got was necessary for the storyline that those two were in. At this point, this storyline, this match was indicative of what Vince thought of both of these guys. Like you said, DDP was 46. He came in as a stalker.
He was not going to be a world champion.
Yeah, no.
If that's what people thought,
Christian at this point was like he was the shitty heel. He was the piece of shit. He throwing tantrums. You weren't gonna get much out of this match. So for what the story that they were telling, right? I think that this match was cool for it.
Or lower mid card.
So yeah.
Oh, man. What's next?
Next is
got-
Goldust versus Maven for the Hardcore Championship.
We get a Rock promo right before it where Coach is
Yes,
interviewing
we
him.
did.
Coach,
He's
This
asking
is wonderful.
Rock. I always love how Rock Coach interviews always turn to Coach interviewing the Rock. I mean, other way around. Rock interviewing
the other way around.
Coach.
Yep.
So Rock at some
Humiliation.
point
Lots of
asks
it.
Coach, like, have you prayed today? And I'm like, somewhere the Pope is looking up like, I have an idea. And Coach says no, he was too busy. So Rock tells him, get on your knees and pray. And Coach starts with like, what up, G? And Rock was like, what in the blue hell is that?
God, it's so good. He's so effortless. Like,
and then he cuts an electrifying promo on the match that's going to happen tonight between him and Hogan. It's a good Rock promo. It's not remembered as like one of in the pantheon of Rock promos as one of the top, but it's still a really fucking good one.
the problem is like for him, it's a good problem to have. Is you've got so many that are like
all timers
S tier that it's just like, well, everything else is kind of under that. It's not bad. Look, none of it is ever going to be Diva Search bad.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no, exactly.
I mean, that's
exactly.
You're the bars.
Where the Rock's coming in wearing those dressed like 2004, and it's just boy.
Or promo on the wrist Rock.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, wait, my bad. That's Dwayne. My bad.
Yeah,
that's Dwayne. That's
not
Dwayne.
Look,
Dwayne doesn't become the Rock again until 2023.
Yes, that's correct. And honestly, I feel like it's that last run he does as Hollywood Hollywood Rock in 03 where he loses to Goldberg. That's all. From that point on, it's Dwayne until 2023.
Yep.
Oh, it's depressing.
But after that promo, we get Goldust versus Maven in a hardcore championship match.
What's the best thing with these matches?
They're short and quick, and they're over with fast.
And it's never ever actually the match that you're like offered.
We'll be cutting back to this match throughout the show.
Oh, it's so good. It's wonderful.
Goldust in the 24 frames is awesome. The movie cut was looking a little weird with the 4:3 cutout on the modern day TVs. Looked great back on the old CRTs. Today it looks a little funky.
You might have to get a CRT just to watch some of these now.
And then, oh yeah, no, that'd be smart.
Right.
And then Maven's Tron. Maven comes out next with the title. Maven's Tron is just footage from Tough Enough.
It's just a Tough Enough song also.
And it is the Tough Enough song. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is just the Tough Enough theme.
Guys, hasn't he at this point he's been he's been on like roster for how long?
At least
3 months.
3 months from
from the Rumble, at least 3 months.
Yeah. And
that's enough time to get a song that isn't the Tough Enough song.
And not just be known as the Tough Enough dude.
Also, you would think that they'd have enough for a video package at that point.
Yeah, like enough of him, like, doing a drop kick or something,
Oh my god.
We'll get into a drop kick here in a second. I'm gonna skim through this match because they skimmed through it in the writing meeting. They start with a hot start. Get used to that. Get used to hot starts. One happened in the match before. There's gonna be several throughout the show.
Oh, there's one where it's the best.
Goldust jumps him and like flips him over onto the barricade, gives him a fist drop, hits him with a cookie sheet. By the way, Goldust has pulled golden trash cans from the bottom of the ring and thrown them into the ring. He, like I said, hits Maven with a cookie sheet, double legs him, and gets him into the ring and tries to monkey flip him onto the golden trash can, but they miss very badly. So Maven just decides to pick up the trash can and tries to drop kick it into Goldust, but misses the throw and the kick and the can.
Yes.
Misses everything.
Yes.
And let's see here. It still went for a 2 count. Goldust goes for a suplex, They try to do a roll-up counter for 2. Goldust hits a neck breaker, the suplex face buster. Let's see. He pulls out the golden shovel. Triple H got an
yes.
idea.
We
Triple H
laughed
must
at
have
that
left
one.
that under the ring.
Yeah, he pulls out Triple H's shovel.
I told Goldust to do that.
I said, hey, Goldust, you know how you got the whole gold gimmick going on. Just think about it. Shovel. Painted gold. And then Brain...
Just wait till I give you... Wait till I shock you into Tourette.
Dog.
And
We
then-
have to review that fucking show at some point.
We need to find that
Oh,
one.
that's a Raw, and I know. Oh, buddy,
Yep.
that one's
Mhm.
burned into my memory. Watching Evolution do that to him and then laugh and then mock him afterwards
Ooh,
with
ooh,
a
ooh.
stutter. Jesus.
Ethan,
Oh, Goldust,
Ethan-
what a fucking career. To go, Kaufman, you'd pick Breaking Point just for the dust, the Rhodeses, and
For his
here we are
birthday.
again.
He's back.
Oh, man.
And he is hitting Maven over the head with the golden shovel. Poor Maven. Like, he takes so many unprotected headshots in so many of the matches that we've seen of him so far.
That
Of
explains
the
a lot about his podcast now.
his YouTube show.
Yeah. Sometimes he says some brain damage things.
Other times, I agree with him more than anybody else on the wrestling front. But let's see. They set up a trash can in the corner. Goldust is working him over in the corner and tries to whip him into that trash can. And gets a 2 count off that. And then they hit simultaneous gold trash can lid shots. There's a double down. Spike Dudley runs in with a ref and steals the match and the belt and runs away as Crash and Raven and a bunch of other hardcore guys come out to chase him off. And the show moves on from there. I gave it a flat white.
Technically, Kaufman, you got the longest match of the night.
Yeah, you did.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Because it does not end
these are
until the end.
all, unless these are all after the Goldust Maven match is over.
Hey,
all of these
the
are
bell
individual
never rang,
matches.
Kaufman. The bell never
The
rang.
bell never did.
It never ended the match. As far as I'm concerned, it's one long match.
What'd you give it?
I will reserve that until the end of the show.
Oh, you're gonna treat
That's
all the
fair.
hardcore segments as the
Yep,
same
I'm
match.
gonna save
Yeah.
it. It's the yep, saving it.
I gave it a chaos out of 10, and I guess for the same reason Anthony's doing it, because I put in, because what I did is I did a write up after every match. Goldust, the Hardcore Championship match, in every pay per view that I've watched with y'all and with Anthony or by myself with the Attitude Era, within the pockets of these pay per views, I love the way that they handled the hardcore stip
Through
during
lines.
this time.
A through
Yeah,
line.
it was through
You
lines.
need a through line through your shows.
Mhm.
And it doesn't always have to be a serious through line. It
No.
goes to show with this guy, because this is a fucking WrestleMania, and the main running thing throughout the entire show is that, well, somebody might get CTE'd and get pinned.
And I love
There's
the
a lot
way
of
that they
CTE
ended it in
specifically.
particular.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, me too. I thought it was wonderful.
The last 3 segments really, I love that whole hardcore thing, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that later.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
What's next?
I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
go ahead and give the whole overarching segment of itself a D.
Whatever. No, he doesn't
Like,
like
it was
fun.
fun. Look, it was fun, but I mean,
No. Here's the thing. I just understand, like, when we get to the end and I do grade it, it's not going to be graded on like a normal scale at all. Like, at all.
Oh no, I didn't
They
even.
do. After Drowning Pool gives us a little concert for like a live promo video, it was
Oh,
weird.
yeah, for Triple
I
H and
loved it.
Jericho. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They cut backstage where Crash runs Spike Dudley into a wall, and then Al Snow and Teddy Long try to run them up. He convinced
First appearance
referee.
of Teddy Long tonight.
Yes, that is true. He got referee Teddy Long to sit in the car with him as he tries to commit vehicular manslaughter on live pay-per-view. They end
I'm
up
here for
missing and go crashing into this like stack of cardboard boxes.
Oh,
Then the
man.
hurricane grapple
Hurricane.
hooks
You grab you
into the scene, and gets the title off of Spike by I think he just kicks him and then pins him.
Yep.
And then
Comedy wrestling is so important,
and then
man.
Al Snow climbs out of the wreckage and just yells, "Damn!"
Chris, the only thing I could think about when Hurricane did that shit was Just Cause. Like Just Cause just popped out of my head when
yes.
Hurricane came off this.
He was Rico Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Also, this is Tough Enough coach Al Snow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
They also then show a replay of Hurricane swooping in and winning the title the millisecond after it happens.
Yep.
Like they go, let's take you back to what happened earlier in the show, and it's what just happened.
Yep.
Part of me wonders.
Oh, they just wanted to show it off. That's all.
I'm thinking this now, like just in this moment. I wonder if the replay guy was supposed to cut to something way earlier, and he just on the timeline accidentally just clicked right there.
Yeah.
Because it is an instantaneous cut from
It
what
is
you
a
just
really
saw.
Vince does this shit a lot though at this time.
But also, I was gonna say Vince is very much that guy who does that.
That's true.
Well, if not
Him
Vince,
and
then it's Kevin.
Dunn.
You know, Kaufman, Darrell had to turn off the cuts in the actual video
Brother,
game.
in 2K26, the broadcast fucking mode that they had, oh my god, it's just
It's like it's Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn, yes. But next we get Kane versus Kurt Angle, and I believe Anthony, you had that match.
No.
Or did Chris have it?
I had Angle and Kane.
Huh. Oh yeah, you did. She's my bad.
Yeah.
I only got 2 matches, so I'm very happy about that.
So Angle first comes out with still having hair, which still doesn't feel right.
He looks like Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
He does.
He does.
He cuts a promo and has some topical jokes. Kane,
That's great.
Oh
He
yeah,
is
that
great.
figure skating thing. Do you know what that was?
Yeah,
Nah,
I
I'll
remember.
have to look it
I
up.
remember watching this on video. So
I have to
apparently,
look it
what
up.
happened was that the Canadian figure skating duos, they got second place, but they kept complaining that something happened that caused them to mess up in their routine. They couldn't just accept the fact that they lost to a much better team. They said something happened and stuff, and so they basically did they get co-gold medals or did they get it outright?
So what they said was one of the judges was like trading off their vote for like the judge was heavily influenced by an outside source and was like fixing the score.
They just bought the judge. That's all.
I think something like that. And then yeah, the Olympic Committee was like, all right, so the way we do scoring, we're making a whole new one. We're not stripping the gold medal from the people who got it. It's now co-gold medals. Russia and Canada get it. And that's what Kurt's referencing. Yeah. He's like, I didn't win my gold medal by complaining to a board.
I had to look that up because I did not know what that was at first.
Mm-hmm.
So then Kane hits the ring, and Angle immediately hits Kane in the face with the ring bell, and then throws it back out there and is yelling at them to hurry up and ring the bell. Like, okay, so we got. Oh, that says German. So then Angle then immediately stays on him, hits punches in Germans. He's not hitting German people. He's hitting German suplexes. Though it would be funny if he was punching German people for no reason. What did they ever do to you, Kurt?
German people would be great, but anyways.
Yeah. Now he's kicking Kane, and now Kane is back though.
Remember,
with
folks,
his
it's
own
always
punches.
good to hit Nazis in the face.
It is.
It's encouraged.
There was an Irish whip right into his shoulder check. Corner punches from Kane, and then we get not a choke slam, but a choke and then a slam. It was not one fluid.
That's actually a really good point.
And he grabbed him and he slammed him, but not whilst choking him. That is very important to distinguish.
Kane is such a good worker. I hate that Glenn Jacobs is a piece of shit because Kane is a better worker than Undertaker.
Yes, he
is. I wrote at one point, I was like, Kane has the perfect big man moveset. Like,
there's some athletic things that are just like
only move that I don't like of his is the top rope cane line. Like I'm not the biggest fan
Oh
of
no,
that.
I love that.
What I was gonna say, what is it about it that you don't like?
It just like it feels like a guy that size should be killing folks if he's coming off the top rope, and it
True.
looks like he doesn't really lay the clothesline in there,
I
mainly because he
I
doesn't
get
want
what
to.
you mean.
Mainly because he doesn't want to kill the person in
Yeah,
there
like
with
I
him.
think it's one of those things that where it's like
It's
I
the
feel like
roll
if
through that he
certain
does after
wrestlers,
that I
yeah,
love.
I think that certain wrestlers probably would take it all the way, but I think at that
Mhm.
time that he was doing it, you weren't going to get many
He's
guys that were taking that move like that.
They
he's
sure
a
would've.
classic example of a top rope move, not him flying but falling with style. And I don't like when they're falling with
Yes.
style.
Okay, get what you mean. He doesn't like launch himself off.
Mm-mm.
He
It,
kind
it
of
looks
just
like it's setting up for a
falls.
flying nothing, and then when he does it, it's like, okay, I mean,
He's the only
This-
person to hit the flying
yeah,
nothing.
he
I'm
hits
back
the
on
flying
board.
nothing.
It's my
Yeah.
new favorite move.
There you go. Okay.
Cheeks, before you
All
get
right.
back to the match, y'all said something interesting, and it reminded me of the conversation. I don't think we really got into it during the pay-per-view. What was it with Undertaker and Kennedy or whatever, with Taker's style of working.
Mhm.
Like I feel like Taker, and I think when Anthony talks about the match that they have later,
Kane uses
um
his athleticism and his size in combination in a way that Undertaker does not nor ever did.
but well, I think he does it when he gets
Also,
older, but it took him like 20 years to realize how to do it. And it gets to my point
but like,
about Taker versus Kane.
yeah,
If Taker was like 7 inches shorter, his move set would make way more sense. Taker was moving like a he was trying to wrestle like a New Japan like wrestler, like a shorter New Japan wrestler in the
a
90s
Like
and
Okada.
2000s,
6'3"
but he
New
was
Japan wrestler.
6'10. And
He's trying to
it
wrestle
didn't
like
never
Okada.
work.
But what frustrates me, the reason I don't give him grace is because
Mm.
it's like, brother, you're literally tag teaming with the guy who you should be working like.
Yeah, but
Like
Taker
it's there, it's in your face. Like the way for
wanted
you
to be
to
the
work
best
is
pin
there,
striker.
and you should know by how many stinkers you have put up, and also who you work best with, why you should be working that way.
Well, like I said,
That's why I
Taker
don't
didn't
give him
figure that
grace.
out until like I think Taker '02 is probably Taker's best in-ring year until probably like '08 or '09. I would say because '02 was
Maybe
he
you
had the
need to go
Jeff
back and
match.
watch those. No, you got to go back and watch that Judgment Day match against Hogan and that King of the Ring match against Triple H, because then you
Was
will
that
change
01?
your mind. Oh no! That's 2002, buddy. That comes after
Well,
this.
okay. I will say this. I'm not saying that he had like heaters in '02, but if we're being objective, '02 was probably his best in-ring year. Not saying it was good until he started doing the good shit in '08.
Well,
Because
no,
in
no. What's
'02,
funny though is okay.
like
Until
I'm
he
just
was near
saying,
the
This
end.
was his best year. I'm not saying
but
it was
wait,
good.
wait. But to help
His
your case there, Darrell, he
Mhm.
has this match against Flair. He also has that killer triple threat match at Vengeance with
Anthony,
The Rock and
don't forget
Kurt. He also has the matches with Brock.
with Jeff.
He has a bunch of good matches.
The Jeff match is probably a top 5 match in Taker's career. The ladder match on Raw for the championship. Was that in '02? Yeah, it was in '02.
You know what?
201.
Side panel. All right, guys. Taker's 5 best matches.
Sean, you know, pick which one. Sean.
Actually, here's the. Do you want to? You want something funny here?
Mhm.
Sean, and Sean.
Yep, Sean, and Sean.
Because
Yeah,
the
the Hell
two
in a Cell
Mania
match.
matches
For
and the Hell in a
Cell.
Cell. Yep. So those
And
are 3 of
then-
them.
And then is it Triple H, Triple H?
I'd say Jeff
No,
is
for
one
me,
of them.
no. For me, it's the one. Actually, I enjoy the one against Ric Flair a lot.
Okay, yeah, the Rick one's
Okay.
good. I think the TLC. Okay, so I have a hot take, and y'all may not agree. The Hell in a Cell and TLC matches with Edge were great in '08 and going into '09. I think in '08, but
They were.
I would
To be
probably
honest, I
put
really like it.
him and the Triple H Hell in a Cell was good, but I think a lot of that was the ending of it more than it was the whole
I
match.
think a lot of that was the storytelling in the match itself.
Yeah. What would I put as my 5?
Yeah,
I'm
see, I have
putting
my
the Mick
4.
Foley
I don't
match.
know what my 5 is either. Which one?
Mick Foley.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you that.
Man, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I might have to go as Hell in a Cell is my fifth one. But think about the five that you named. Look at the people that
Oh
he was
no, I
working
know,
with.
I know, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
And let's be honest, Mick Foley is just as good as Shawn Michaels in the sense of making other guys,
Yeah.
Oh,
if not
brother,
better. Because
But,
everybody went through the Mick Foley exam, and yeah, so
but you
I
just go
think-
ahead
Oh,
because I know
man.
we only. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, sorry. Mine
Yeah.
are, I can do it quick. Sean, end of an era, CM Punk, and
Oh, yeah, the Punk. Forgot.
and Lesnar at SummerSlam where they rip up
That
the
was good when they both set
the
up at the
fucking
same
mat.
time.
That
Yeah, and they
was a good one.
laughed. Yeah.
Man,
but-
I actually might have to include that Lesnar match from Hell in a Cell that they had this year in 2002.
Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Back to
Cheese, go
Cheese.
ahead because I know we only got you until 4. So
wait, did we get
Um,
Cheese's five?
Yeah, you did. Sean, and Mick. I'm sure
Oh,
there's a
okay,
fourth.
there you go.
I'm sure there's a fourth Undertaker Sean match
There-
somewhere
there
out there
is,
that's
yeah,
also
there
good.
is,
So I'll just
yeah.
say 4 Sean's
There
and a
is
Mick.
no,
Yeah.
there is a lot of them.
just me
Yeah,
and Anthony.
main
were
event
on
or
one
Raw?
of
Four
those,
Sean's and a
fall
Mick.
streams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
All right.
Kane had a really smooth uppercut. Every time someone
Yes.
was
Yes.
flying,
Oh,
I was like, just
he had a
it was just a
snap
quick
to it.
clap
Mhm.
punch.
You know,
It was really
how
nice.
people do the slap for the super kick. Kane used to do it for his uppercut.
Yeah, and that's what made it look so good.
I mean, they call it the cane. Like they refer to his uppercut as just the cane.
They hit him with the cane line. They,
And then
they
we
need to
get
call it the cane
Angle hits a belly to belly overhead suplex, then some clotheslines and another
Crazy.
suplex. Then we got a big old side slam from Kane. Then for about 2 minutes, I wasn't watching the match because I got distracted by the news that Dalton Reisner was re-signing with the Bengals, and I was very happy about that.
line. Anyways, let's continue going.
And then there was a triple. He hit the triple Germans. Angle hit the triple Germans on Kane, which is still incredibly impressive.
Mhm.
Kane is 6'8" and like 300 plus. So yeah.
He hit 3 consecutive Germans without breaking.
Well, you could also tell that Kurt was starting to needle up here.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We get a Kurt flying shoulder. Then he goes back, but he misses. And so then Kane goes up and hits a clothesline. More punches are being thrown. Now Kane starts to hulk up, and it's over. Kane hits a huge backdrop onto Angle.
Mm.
And
The
then there was
power
a
of the
big-
Climax was not strong enough to fuel him. Ugh.
We get a corner slam and a power slam. Then we get an actual choke slam, but that results in a rope break. We get the angle slam or Olympic slam, whichever one it is. The straps come down and the ankle lock is in. Kane quickly rolls through, but gets put right back in it. Kane gets out of that, and Angle hits a slam from the second rope, but still not enough to take out the Red Machine.
Did you just say Kane got out of it? That's how he gets out of it with an enziguri. He gets out of it.
Oh
with
yeah, we talked.
Enziguri.
Yes, Kane hits a Enziguri.
Oh yeah, he
And
did.
I want to
Oh, I
say
did
You
write
just
that. I had that
bypassed
note
that.
right here, and I bypassed it. That's my bad.
You know
So-
what, guys?
Also-
I have a theory. This
What's up?
isn't Glenn Jacobs. This is another guy completely, and Glenn
is
Jacobs just
Brian Lee.
assumed the role
No,
after
this
he
is-
took
this is
off
Joseph Park. That's what
after.
it is.
No,
Joseph Park.
wait, what did you just fucking say? Brian Lee, prime
Yes.
time Brian Lee.
Brian Lee.
Oh, fucking
Oh.
barf me to the goddamn moon. Ugh.
Kane selling the ankle lock for so long was killing me inside.
It was. Oh man.
I think this match, Kane to me was so good at working these like this
Guys
Kane
decide.
versus Kurt Angle match is kind of like meaningless at the end of the day. Like this was just we need to get 2 of these guys on the card. They're 2 good workers. We can put them together, give them 10 minutes, and they'll go do something great, right? I think Kane is such a great. If Kane would have did a run in New Japan, Kane might be regarded as one of
Oh.
like the top 10
That's
wrestlers
like-
Kane
of
would
all
be the
time.
biggest star in
Yeah,
Japan.
like, dog.
He'd be Vader, but better.
Yeah. But
They
go
would
ahead,
call
Chiefs.
him. They would call him
Um,
Giant Glenn.
Yeah.
Anyway, Angle wins with the roll up and using the ropes to his advantage, and the match is over.
Or I guess they'd fucking call him Primetime Brian Lee if Kaufman had it his way.
Prime time, Brian Lee.
Ugh.
Rating cheese.
This one gets an A minus.
Hmm.
Again, it's damn near impossible to find a bad Kurt Angle match ever. They're out there, but it's hard to find them. You gotta power through them. And this was definitely prime Kane, I think.
Hey man, I watched him wrestle Baron Corbin, so I know there's a
And it wasn't bad.
Oh, no, it was bad.
No, Kirk couldn't move, and it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
It happened. It existed.
It was a 2-star match.
You don't understand. Everything we're talking about right now is informing what my next decision is on this pay-per-view that I'm going to be choosing soon.
No.
I don't know because I'm
all Baron Corbin all the time matches.
Wait, jeez, what'd you say you rated this?
He gave
A
it
minus.
A minus. Okay.
Person.
What kind of coffee does this get?
I gave it a hot latte, no flavor.
Gotcha. Anthony.
I gave it a 3 3/4 stars.
No, nothing special.
Straps.
Okay, gotcha.
Nope. No. Oh, damn it! I was gonna make some kind of Canadian Olympic joke, but there's nothing to be had there. Let's continue.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. Like I said, great match between two guys. Wasn't really much behind it, but you don't need much behind it when you put these two in the ring. So, I wish it would have got a little bit more time, but it's a 11 match WrestleMania, so these guys got to get in here and get out. So, yeah, 7 out of 10.
We cut back to the backstage where Hurricane is running around.
Yes.
He
match continues.
He grabs a broom and stumbles behind like a little like changing station little type of deal. And little does he know, he is in I don't know if it's the women's locker room, but it is the hose locker room
It's
for
the hose
sure.
locker room, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, my theory is that it is the Godfather's locker room, and that's why the hose are there.
That makes sense.
Yes.
I actually skipped from this point on. I just saw women undressing, and it's 2002 WWE. I'm like, this is going to end poorly, and I do not want to watch
Yeah,
this.
we did too. We did too.
This whole thing that I did not like.
I got to that point, and then like at the end, Hurricane runs away, still with the belt, and Godfather's with the hose. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
okay.
that's exactly
Okay,
what we did. That's
out.
exactly the spot that we came back on. So, yeah, we can move on. What's next?
All right, now we get to Anthony's match of the night. My match of the night. I don't know about y'all too, but we get to Undertaker versus Ric Flair.
This is my match.
No disqualification.
I've been waiting to talk about this match.
Rolling
I
Undertaker.
watched this match 4 times. I loved it that much. I watched it just this morning to take a second set of notes.
There's so much good thumbnail material in this match
Oh,
and in the
this
promo
is
leading up to
God.
it.
From this match for sure.
Well, okay.
At 1 hour, 4 minutes, 45 seconds, there's a tremendous thumbnail.
Please send me that timestamp.
Oh, please put it in the damn chat like right now because I need to see it.
I also don't remember what it was.
Oh, you just okay.
You just got the timestamp. Okay.
So I want to start by saying that there's so much to talk about with this match. First off, Flair looks great. Like Flair looks so good compared to his last match on Monday Nitro where he's wrestling with a t-shirt. Okay?
Yeah, because he was off the drink.
He looks healthy. He's not drinking. Exactly. Second note. Undertaker should have never gone back to the dead man gimmick.
No.
Ever. Because this is perfect. No, Kaufman, it's bad. He was shooting lightning bolts. It sucked.
Okay, no. 04 Taker
that's
was
what I
funny.
love.
I'm sorry.
I know. Okay,
but
but I'm talking about from a like this is a character, this is a person that I respect and take serious standpoint. From a nonsense standpoint, yes, it was awesome, but it's like there was no forward movement with the character.
This guy is not burying Paul Bearer in cement. That's what I'm saying. Like,
actually, no, this guy. I was gonna say this guy is dragging Hulk Hogan around arenas by his motorcycle.
Actually, you're right. He would have buried. He would have interrupted the match to just go do it and say like, Dudley's. I know y'all wanted to do it.
JR's face into Vince McMahon's bare ass.
I rescind my
Ugh.
statement.
Yes, you should. You should, because I'm thinking of the other guy who's like doing fireworks and coming for Randy. Where to, Stephanie? Anyways, JR says one of the craziest things I've ever heard anybody say. I don't know if Kaufman noted it, but it's when Flair's coming out and or Undertaker's coming out and he's talking about the things that the Undertaker's been doing recently, and he refers to Arn Anderson as a disabled great. And it's just like, huh, that is a way to put that, Jim Ross.
I didn't catch that one.
Yeah, because he's talking about how he beat up David Flair. Undertaker put his hands on a disabled great like Arn Anderson, and it's just like, oh boy. And then Jr. also go. You don't hear this often when they talk about the 16 World Championships, but he says 16 reigns as a recognized world champion,
and that is so crucial to
Yes.
Flair specifically,
Yep.
because if you count like actual world championship, like championships that qualify for world status, he's got like 23 or 24.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them, a lot more than 16. Anyways, this, like Kaufman said, it's another hot start. Flair just like takes it to Taker, and he is like on him immediately. He brawls with Taker out and over the ring or over the ropes and out by the announce tables. Jerry thinks his headset is broken, and boy, do I wish it was. Anyways, Flair is moving like a man possessed. Like he's working over on Undertaker for like the first 2 or 3 minutes of the match. Undertaker's on the back foot, and then also Jerry Lawler advocates for the death of Ric Flair's family. Says they need to be pruned. He did say that. These are things he said.
Yep.
So Flair is like in control until he's on the apron. Undertaker's outside. They're on the side of the stage. And Flair does this like a running, diving clothesline attempt to take her off the apron, and Undertaker essentially bear hugs him, drives him into the ring post. Taker's in control. Then we get to the part where Undertaker, the best pure striker in the business, starts to beat the living crap out of Ric Flair around the ring. Typical stuff. Undertaker's, working from on top. He's the bully. Flair's, kind of getting wins of comebacks, but every time he's about to, Undertaker cuts him off. They go for the turnbuckle spot where Undertaker throws Flair into the turnbuckle, and he fucks it up. Flair does not get over the turnbuckle. And then they set it back up, and they run it again, and they get it right this time.
And Taker is super snug on the big boot right after it.
Yes, he is. Flair eats some shit on it. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, they're going out there because Flair's going to need a spot where he can hide and blade.
And he does.
Which is, sure enough, exactly what happened.
Directly in front of Will Sasso, too. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh my God, that's true.
He was right behind the commentary table.
I had seen him earlier in the show, but did not even think to write that down. Oh, see, my notes said something terrible because I was Tony the Pizza Guy in it and doing talking to Siri. It says Taker gets Flair on the outside by the announce table. I think they're setting up Flair for a blowjob.
Oh no!
It's supposed to be blade job. Okay.
But Siri had other ideas.
but Siri had other ideas. And then Undertaker also. JR then refers to Undertaker's fists as soup bones. I've never heard that before.
Oh, he did that all the time with the big guys.
Soup bones?
Yeah. It's like
I mean, I know what a soup bone is.
Okay, good. But he would use that all the time for like Taker, Big Show, Great Khali. Like he would use that on them.
That has just never ever like registered at all. Wow. Okay. So Flair, sure enough, was doing exactly what we thought he was. He was blading, and he is completely busted open. Flair. So they get back in the ring. They're going back and forth. Flair hits Undertaker with this insanely loud chop, and Undertaker does this like weird scream that I've never heard Undertaker do it, and it's so
He's
weird because it's Mark Calloway, you know.
he's so vocal in this match for some reason.
Oh, I know he's talking a lot of shit too. Um, which is that's this Undertaker, the whole I'll make you famous thing.
It's my yard.
There's a wonderful shot of Ric Flair getting pummeled by Undertaker in the corner, and where you see a drop of blood on the camera, and it's so good because they go back to it and you can see it there, and it's just like, yeah, everything about this match at this point is rolling along. There is no like rest point during this match. It is just constantly going. Taker puts Flair on the top rope, and well, first off, I have a note here that Jerry Lawler wants Ric Flair to die, and JR's talking about referee's discretion and how he can stop the match. I find this to be highly entertaining.
And JR says to him after that, he goes, "How can you enjoy the injury of others?" And I'm like, "Boy, JR, I've got some Memphis footage to show you."
Yes, exactly. So this is probably the craziest little spot from this match, and it's such a not crazy spot like compared to a lot of other shit. Undertaker hits a top rope superplex.
Top
All
rope,
6'9"
rope.
of Undertaker Flair gets so high up, and just it all comes down on his hip.
It was so mean. You did not have to do that.
What in the fuck is wrong with the Undertaker?
No.
Because why in the fuck would you do that to a 50-something-year-old man when you already have a bad hip yourself in your fucking early 30s?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the 56-year-old man said, "Please do this."
Yep,
Doing a standard suplex on him would be irresponsible enough. Jay Lethal.
Well,
oh God!
Got that Conrad Thompson.
I can't wait till we get there.
Hey, man.
Did y'all see that? Was that from this week? I saw a clip of Jay Lethal suplexing Ric Flair, and I don't know if it was from this week, or if it was resurfacing from like a year or two ago.
It was just resurfacing from that last match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that last match, man! This Flair and that Flair are not the same guy. But anyways, I at one point I say, I noted that Taker goes for a pinfall. He picks up Flair's shoulder off the pin because he's not done with him. And then Jerry says that the Undertaker's not going for the pin on Flair is an example of him having the heart of a champion, because he gave Flair a second chance by lifting up his shoulders, and continuing to beat on him. And I also noted, I don't think Jim Ross liked Jerry Lawler much at this point. And I'll tell you why when we get to it. Well,
because
I have a quote.
He just had 9 months of working with Heyman, and it was awesome.
Yeah. And then anyways, it goes down to so Undertaker gets Flair on the ring apron, but he does not go for the leg drop. He just continues to ram his elbow into him. And at this point, Jim Ross says, "You have a wonderful way of stretching the truth. Are you looking for a raise or promotion?" And then Jerry Lawler's like, "Yeah, doing the Jerry Lawler thing. I can't stand him." They finally mentioned, like this deep into the match, they finally mentioned that the Undertaker was 9-0 at WrestleMania. The streak was not a thing.
They mentioned it during the entrance as well.
Okay.
Yeah, JR points out that the Undertaker is 9-0, and that this is the first match where they make the streak a thing.
Yep. And it is 5 years after this where any Undertaker match that you come across is like, that's all they talk about the entire match. Which is, they did not do that here.
You start seeing the signs of like whatever and pop up in the crowd here in the next couple years.
Yeah. Once you hit this one, which is 10, that's when it kind of starts to
ramp
up.
He does the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at the end of the match.
Yep. So Jerry says that's a nasty cut on the cheek of the Undertaker. And JR just responds with, "Are you drunk?" Probably. It's just Jim Ross was, whether he was being honest or not, or he was really good at making you think, oh, he really did say that shit. Anyways, then he goes on to say, one of these days somebody's gonna beat old Booger Red's ass. Um, Jerry Lawler says exactly what I was thinking. What the hell is a booger red? Kaufman, did you look that up?
Oh no, JR explained it in an interview at one point within the last couple years.
Okay, because I had not seen this. What is it?
He in Oklahoma or in the South in general, he said that booger was often a term used for like a ghost or like a spirit of some sort. And there was also this like former player for the Oklahoma Sooners who was known as Booger Red because he had red hair.
Of course.
And he was just trying to get it to work.
You see
And
my face here because I'm very not amused.
yeah, and JR even said like in that explanation of it, he's like, "Yeah, I was trying to get it to work. Everybody was telling me to stop, and it wasn't working, but I was trying."
Thank God they did.
In the end, it didn't work.
Words with hard ERs at the end just flow into Jim Ross's mouth pretty naturally. Anyways, Undertaker goes for the old school. He calls Ric Flair a piece of shit, I think, while he's going up for it, and Flair
made me laugh.
Crotches him. And JR says that the Undertaker was jerked off, so that's where I laughed. Flair continues to try his, comebacks, and Undertaker stops him this time with like a side slam. He goes for a running He goes for a running boot. Flair ducks it and gets Undertaker again. There's a lot of like during this show, it feels like there's a lot of crotching on ropes. Flair takes down the Undertaker finally, and then they end up on the outside by his motorcycle. Flair pulls out the lead pipe and starts to wail on Undertaker with it. He finds Flair. I don't know what this piece of metal. It was a metal sign, right?
Yes.
What the hell was it?
It was a keep off sign. I swear he used this in the last Flair match we watched.
Flair used it against him and Vince used it.
Vince?
Yeah.
Him and Vince?
Vince used it against
the same
Flair.
sign.
That's what it was.
Oh. Well, okay, so this time Flair takes it out and just starts whacking Undertaker with it. He hits him and it makes that beautiful sound that CTE makes when it happens. Yeah, you know the one. I watched the whole 30-second video. I didn't watch the whole video. It was a minute long. I watched 29 seconds of it before. I was like, I can only take so many continuous chair shots. It was a compilation of vicious shots. And they end up back in the ring. Flair is working on top. He hits Undertaker with a low blow and then locks in the figure four. And then Undertaker leans up and goozles Flair while he's in the figure four. Does a choke slam. Flair kicks out at 2. And Undertaker's just annoyed. So he picks up little Nate and just drives him into the corner. And it's great because here we are. The best moment of the goddamn night. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck The Rock. Fuck everything else. It's all about one guy. Flair gets his advantage. He chops the Undertaker back into the rope, and just in like the smoothest way possible, he whips Undertaker to the opposite end, and in like one fluid motion, Arn slides into the ring as Undertaker rebounds back. He just catches him in like the most perfect form. Spine buster. Arn does his little pump because he's into it, and I got really sad because I'm like, man, this guy is barely like 40 here, or 39ish, whatever. He should be. He was only like 39, guys. That's crazy.
That's insane.
40. He's a man. He's 40. Let's see. That was my moment of the night.
I might ruin this for everybody. This is the first time ever I noticed Arn before the Spinebuster cut. You can see him.
I noticed it too.
You can see him run up and like in the bottom left of the screen, and like it took a little bit of the magic away from me because like I had never noticed that before. Like to me, it was always go off the ropes, cut, and then Arn's in the ring, like video game style.
So. Undertaker kicks out, and then he's beating on Arn. Arn's busted open, and he's bumping all over the place for Undertaker, even though I'm like, why are you bumping? You're not allowed to bump.
He's also got a WrestleMania X8 NWO shirt on.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah, that was
weird.
weird.
Why has he got
That's
the
so
NWO shirt
weird.
on?
Because Arn
Give him a
secretly
Horseman
turned.
shirt. Give him a Horseman shirt.
Undertaker, it was a rip from Vince.
Yeah.
So Undertaker locks Arn into a dragon sleeper, and Flair comes up with a chair and just proceeds to beat Undertaker with that chair. Eventually, Undertaker goes for a last ride, but Flair does not go up. So Undertaker, I don't even know. Was Undertaker supposed to hit a last ride?
I think he
Or
was.
not?
He
I
was.
wonder
Flair
if
said,
that-
he
Flair
was.
was like,
And Flair
"That is
said, "I'm not
happening."
taking that shit."
Flair says, "I'm not doing that one. You already got me on that superplex. Tombstone me."
Yeah. He
So
tries to
Undertaker
get-
hits the tombstone and gets the win. But he really tried to get him up.
and
He
Flair
did.
was sandbagging him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like,
and I think in
and
that
I'm limp.
moment,
You
Yep.
notice the tombstone that Taker hit. He didn't even do like the little when he hooks the fucking legs around his neck. He just like,
Nope.
all right, you don't want to go for the fucking
he's
last
like-
ride. I'm just gonna drop you on your fucking head, you asshole.
He
yeah,
said,
and he
"I'm gonna-"
really
He
does.
did.
He
And he
he
absolutely
really
did.
drops Flair on his head.
He said, "I'm gonna get you, brother."
Exactly. He's like, "Hey Hulk, look at what it actually looks like." He got brother.
I just speaking of which, I know we haven't gotten to the pay-per-view yet, and I know we will at some point. And I know we're gonna talk about Hulk later. I love that Taker is just one of the people that Hulk could never get one over on. He could
There is
not.
a list. There is a list, and it's a very small one of 3 people: Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and The Undertaker.
Oh shit,
are
Stone
the
Cold
3
wouldn't fucking
people
work with him.
Oh, no,
Shit.
not only that, not only would he not work with him, he got the better of him during the Hall of Fame speech too.
Yep.
Like, there was nothing Hogan had on either of those 3 guys. None of them got over on him.
I love that the
He
one
didn't get over
person
on any of them.
who could never politic over Hulk was Triple H.
So he
Let's
took
keep
it.
Even tonight.
Hey,
He took it.
because guess what, guys? Well, we'll get to it in a bit.
And then Hogan took all of that politicking frustration out on Shawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what's funny is like Shawn played it opposite of what everybody else does. Shawn was like, "All right, well then, fuck you."
Shawn had his secret weapon in the back. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna turn back into the old me for a second."
He's like, "You remember
show you what this
1996?
used to be
He's
like."
back."
I found my smile again.
Because
He said, "I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna
I
lose this
can't
smile
wait to
real
get
quick."
to this. I can't wait to get to that match because there's a moment in that match with Shawn where Hogan just looks like exasperated and done.
Mhm.
And in that moment, I'm like, "Oh wait, Shawn won. Shawn beat Hogan, not by out politicking, by out frustrating him."
Mhm.
Oh, it's beautiful. I give this 5 out of 5 double ace Mindbusters. I really enjoyed everything about this match. I like that this was a simple whole like premise. Hey, Undertaker and Flair do not like each other. It's personal. It is an NWA grudge match. That's what that was. It is a classic Ric Flair pissed off somebody and he's getting his, or the other way around. Because it's always odd to see Flair work babyface. But yeah, no, I love this. I loved it. What's up?
I was saying Flair is so good at working babyface, like, cause he's such a good fucking seller
Yeah.
that you believe in
Yep.
him working from the bottom as much as you do working, as the dominant, heel in a match. Like he's so good.
And he doesn't get over with strength as a heel. He gets over through the underhanded tricks.
Being
So
an
it's
asshole.
believable to see him work both styles.
Mhm.
I thought this was great. It's also Flair credits this as the match that like gave him his confidence back. After even though he had the one with Vince, this is still kind of the one that was like, okay, I'm back, baby. And then he grew his hair out, joined Evolution, and got drunk again.
What did you give what rating did you give the match?
Oh
Anthony?
man, I fucking blame Triple H for the reason Flair ended up getting back on the bottle. Is that what I gave it a 5 out of 5 double ace.
Yeah, gotcha.
Jeez.
I don't know why I zoned out.
Or A
I
doubles.
gave it a C plus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is just my least favorite version of Taker.
Oh, that's fine.
Wow.
This is not my least favorite. My least favorite is the one that comes right at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like, he's the dead man cowboy, but he's also like, the hair's not fully grown out. So he's kind of got like the soccer mom bob.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, what? Or when he shaved his head and was coming out to Metallica. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. You look gross. You look I'm not going to use you in the video game because you look unappealing.
What about you, Darrell? What'd you give it?
I gave this a 9.5 out of 10. Like, look, this wasn't a moves match, but like this is the perfect brawl. Like, I love brawls in wrestling, and I think like especially when the story like makes sense for there to be one. Like Taker was beating David's ass backstage and like beating him up in the fucking.
Oh, by the way, that might be the best Taker promo. Like in terms of a pure promo, because Undertaker's not good at those.
But you're like this match just catered to the both of these guys' strengths. Both of them are brawlers. Both of them are gimmick match wrestlers, in my opinion, especially at this point. And I think Rick's run in the E from 01 to 08 was just like, for me, unless he was in the ring with like a real worker, like with him and Shawn at WrestleMania 24, I think that Shawn was best suited to be in these gimmick matches where he bled. Like the I think it was the Last Man Standing match that him and Triple H had at Survivor Series 05.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the pocket that Ric Flair was in at that point, and just he does those matches so well. Like every match that we watch from Ric Flair.
It's Terry Funk.
Yeah. He was in his Terry Funk
era
at
the
this
same
point.
mold.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I gave this a 9.5 out of 10.
Match, he's a fish now.
I gave it a booger red eye.
I'm just gonna whatever that is, it is.
I don't know what it is, but we'll move on.
I'm changing the rules of the match, Booger Red. It's the only way you can win this match.
I need
oh man, Undertaker and Terry Funk would have been great.
Oh brother, it would have killed each other.
Undertaker, you piece of shit. I'm gonna get my chainsaw.
Oh no, Darrell, take back what you were saying. Terry Funk would have not killed Mark Calloway. Mark Calloway would have been committing all of the murder, and you know that.
You know,
Terry Funk's a spectral exterminator. He easily would have won.
Oh no, they don't know about that.
Roadhouse. I know how to
That's a whole
can of
worms that involves Terry Funk and becoming a Ghostbuster and catching spirits and having to call him a spectral exterminator because by copyright you probably can't call him a Ghostbuster. Anyways.
Swayze, I know how to roadhouse.
Which makes more sense.
Off to the side, Patrick is just Terry Funkin'.
Terry Funkin', like this low ass voice, you can like barely hear him on the fucking podcast.
Call someone an egg sucking dog.
Oh shit. Do we get a hardcore championship segment in between this next match, or is it just the Booker T promo?
Nope. Y'all want to fight about shampoo?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Now let me get to. I get to talk about this. Wait.
Anthony, I want to say something beforehand.
I have a very big problem with this because I was watching live when this happened. So when I saw this match and I saw the promo and stuff before, it jarred something loose. And I remember these commercials and hated this whole feud.
This is why
I really liked Booker T as a kid. Mm-hmm. And was indifferent towards Edge.
I love Booker T. I love Edge, but this storyline was so fucking stupid. Because I've seen shit about the storyline. I've seen the whole thing on YouTube. I hate it. I hate the storyline. I like the match. I hate the storyline so much, man.
Somehow, Christian and DDP's story made more sense than
Okay, wait.
It made sense because it made fucking sense, Anthony. That's why it happened.
That's what it is. It made sense.
Is it worse than the Kane Jericho feud over coffee?
With a coffee?
No, but it's in the same vein, in my opinion.
Well, no. I'm gonna tell you why it is worse. Because, hey, man, coffee is fucking hot. And I am a dude who has trauma about fire.
He's the fire guy. It should not have
triggered his trauma. It triggered his trauma.
Kane is the fire guy because he's traumatized by it.
By being burned.
Not because
he's traumatized by it and then he shoots it out of the ring?
Yes. You control your trauma and weaponize it.
It's everywhere.
You weaponized your own trauma. That's what you did. See? It's called... he
I
was
mean,
a
like-
very good
Or something like
psychiatrist.
that, yeah.
We're talking about the dude who joined the WWF to kill his brother and then was holding on to the tag rope in tag matches.
Wait, guys.
Yeah.
He also used to shoot fire out of his hands at one point. One time.
But he will obey that 5 count if the referee starts counting.
Yes. So that at least makes more sense than fighting over a commercial.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
okay.
Anyways, so Teddy Long is the referee.
Yeah,
in this
my
match.
Durango, number 95.
God, I love that theme. I prefer that theme.
There's a
mostly because
sign.
I've heard the other ones so much.
There was a sign on the ramp on the way down where somebody
this
drew Edge as Rob Zombie on the cover
Yep.
of the album.
Yeah,
It looked
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. That's how you do creative fucking signs. Not
There was
just
also
like a arrow
somebody.
pointing down.
There's also somebody with a sign that was like, "They are fighting over shampoo."
Oh, that's great. So he gets a massive pop. Edge gets a massive pop because he's in Canada.
Toronto boy. Yeah.
You know, the match is very straightforward. Like, there's nothing really like crazy about the match. But I will tell you some of the things that I did take notes on. This is my favorite one because this is fully what I wrote out. Jerry talked about being treated like royalty in Canada. They should have pelted that man with the rocks. I could go for something a lot less painful and more comedic like tomatoes or eggs, but I just want Jerry Lawler to be hurt. So that's what I wrote about that. So Booker gets Edge out of the ring, and he does this odd diving chop off of the apron onto Edge's back. And it's such a weird spot. Diving chops as a move are very odd. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Ass.
The only person who could theoretically get away with it is if Great Khali managed to get up to the second rope.
Oh, bro, that would have been that's a super finisher.
That would've
Two
Exactly.
days to add that
That's
as a
the
super
only. That is the only way that's acceptable. Anyways, Booker gets him back into the ring, and he hits this
Shit.
Booker hits a gorgeous missile drop kick.
Yes.
Like Booker is the right length of body to when he does it, it looks incredible. They wrestle control away from each other back and forth before Booker takes back over with this just nasty. It looked like it could have been an Alabama slam, but it was a fucking spine buster. And he gets a 2 count. Booker goes for a top rope maneuver, but gets again crotched because everybody seems to be getting that done to them tonight.
No balls are safe tonight.
What? No balls.
No
are safe.
balls are safe tonight.
So Edge hits Booker he puts Booker up top, and he hits this.
No, he does not.
He hits a Rana, and he hits the Rana like Edge does. Edge does his part successfully.
I don't think he does.
Except, well, okay. Booker over rotates too close and lands directly on Edge.
Yeah.
Because when I look at it, Edge does the part that he's supposed to do, except Booker doesn't go far enough. Booker just rotates down and goes straight down instead of going in an arch like you would expect him to. I stopped and watched it a few times because it's just I have to see what happened here, and it just Booker really, really, really did a whole ball thing and landed right across Edge's back. Not pretty. Could have been worse though, I guess.
I'm gonna blame
Edge hits
Edge. I'm gonna blame Edge for thinking he can do a
I know you
Frankensteiner.
Well, to be fair,
He did it all the
had done
time
it.
at this time. Yeah, he did
did it all the
at this
time.
point.
Look,
This
I know
dude
what
has the
you're
most
trying to
fucked
do.
up
No,
moveset.
I know what he's trying to do, and I don't disagree with you. Yes, this is the worst version of Edge.
Edge is
Early
not a good
solo
face
Edge
worker.
is the worst version.
He's not a good face worker.
but
He's not. He's a heel worker.
Until he starts shacking it up with Lita, I do not want anything to do with Edge.
This is okay. This is how I would define it. This is if he was a virgin,
It is. It so is.
and the other heel Edge is oh man, somebody popped this dude's cherry, and now he's a man. Granted, that's not what makes a person a man, but don't assume that that's what I think. I'm not a backwards hillbilly, even though I'm from Texas.
Where is this conversation?
Anyways, I don't know where this conversation's going. This is a match that was kind of just nothing.
At some point, somebody hits a spinneroonie and somebody else
I was
does
gonna
not.
say
Somebody else
I
tries
was gonna
to.
say that Edge hits a spinning heel kick off the top rope, and it looks good.
Yep.
He gets a 2 count off of that. Edge throws Booker into the corner, runs at him. Booker counters that with like an over the top roll up that Edge then counters into a slingshot. That's all great and smooth. Booker leapfrogs a spear attempt and hits a sidekick. See, at this point, the match is starting to make more sense. Everything that came before it was kind of just messy. Booker hits the spinneroonie, massive pop, follows with a scissors kick, near fall. JR says that he tried to do the spinneroonie on his front porch.
Oh,
Yep.
And it did not go well.
You were fucking dying when you said it.
I couldn't get over that because then he says I'm in on my back porch, so nobody was watching. It was like, Jesus, JR, I would kill to watch you do that now, specifically now. So Edge hits a mid spear, gets a 2 count. He does what is supposed to be a spinneroonie, and then counters a sidekick into what should be his actual finisher and execution for the win. I don't like the spear. What would you give him as a finisher?
Something else. Like neither the execution
Here's the thing.
nor the spear.
Of the moves that Edge has,
I would have gave him
the only one.
Especially when he turned heel, I would have had him doing the educator, the sharpshooter, the little like the sharpshooter they used to do. Because he didn't do a bad sharpshooter to me.
I'd be okay with that, and I'm indifferent towards his spear. It's just so ingrained to me that it's
here's the thing about Edge.
Yeah.
His spear is too long to be spearing people because it looks like he just goes on his knee. It's not like Goldberg. It's not like Goldberg, where Goldberg gets his body fully off the ground and is just throwing all of himself at you. Edge doesn't do that. Edge looks like he's going to hug your midsection and then push you down. Actually, that's exactly what it does. The most intense spear he ever did was probably on Beulah.
It was either that one or when he comes back and he like the first one that he hit when he came back in 21, because I think he was just running off of pure adrenaline, and then all of the rest of them was like
crushes
Carl Anderson. You're right.
Now, that is what a spear should be. Okay, so anyways, I give it 2 stars. It happened. Or 2. I give it two Jim Ross private porch spinneroonies.
Yeah, I gave it a who the fuck put Head and Shoulders in my Mr. Coffee.
No. You should say that you got some McDonald's brand coffee and it tastes like someone put Head and Shoulders in it.
That too.
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
A nice flaking of dandruff over it, for flavor.
I gave it a D.
Anyway, let's get. I think
we gotta catch up on the hurricane.
There we go.
Because the coach is trying to catch up with him.
Oh man, I'm done.
Wait, is this the one with fucking Molly?
And then Molly Holly comes up to congratulate.
The best one.
Yes, it is.
To congratulate the hurricane and just brains him in the back of the head with a frying pan.
Molly whops him with a goddamn frying pan that she materialized from the back of her, just like
GTA weapon.
The sound that it made.
It's one of her superpowers.
Perfect.
The sound that it made was just like, oh, yeah. Maybe.
And that was it for Sugar Shane Helms. He loses the hardcore belt there to Molly Holly, who runs away, referee in tow. And then next up, we got Scott Hall versus Stone Cold. Let's see here. I took these notes, Tony Pizza Man, Pizza Guy style, as you said. Let's see. This is coming off the storyline where they brought in, or where Vince was bringing in the NWO to mess with Stone Cold.
At No Way Out, which also happened to have the initials NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have fucked when he injected some poison?
Not right up on that.
Stone Cold had kidnapped Scott Hall, duct taped him to a chair. NWO was busting cinder blocks over Stone Cold's ankle. They're doing a lot in the month.
The lead up was so much better than the match.
We'll
Yes.
see. Stone Cold comes out
We'll
here with the
see.
gold trim vest. It says
Oh,
alcohol fueled on the back. That's sick.
yeah.
He's got his good OG theme. No invasion going on. Let's see. A lot of people were wondering, like, hey, Hogan's got a match, Hall's got a match. Where's Nash? Like, why doesn't he have anything?
Well, quad
Um,
issues,
well,
right?
actually, I think that was it. Like, he wasn't fully ready to go for a match. They had pitched a match to him at some point, I'm pretty sure. But I read in an article that Nash was originally supposed to be there to screw over Stone Cold in this match, leading to a Scott Hall victory. And then later on in the night, Hall and Nash were going to screw over The Rock, uh, and leading to a Hogan victory. And then the NWO was going to leave with everybody booing them. But then,
Yeah.
literally the day of
Yep.
or night before, it changed to what we got instead.
Yep.
And like,
For the better.
kind of a sad note that I read about this is like it crushed Hall and Nash, and like Hall at this point was like 7, 8 months sober, and like the first thing he did was go back to the bar. And
Yep.
after all that
Damn.
happened,
Well, you know what
So, you
sucks
know-
is like there is a way you still could have you could have had what you had happen with Hogan and Rock, and still
Mhm.
done the Hall and Nash thing.
it's just
You
like
still
a
coulda given Hall the
humanizing
win,
point
man.
of all this, how like
Mhm.
shit changes on a dime, and like that can just alter so much within like somebody's
Oh,
career,
think about how
somebody's
many
life.
actual matches after this that Kevin Nash was able to have.
Exactly.
He didn't really have many matches because every time he did, seemingly his quad would explode. I wish I was joking, but no, every single time it was his fucking quad.
It was like it kept falling off the bone. But anyway, back to the match. Scott Hall's coming out. They're doing the NWO's entrance was always, it wasn't filmed in 24 frames. It was filmed in like 20 or something like that, because it's
Also,
always,
they exist purely in a dimension of black and white while nobody else does.
yes, that's
Because
true.
when it
I always
cuts
loved
back
their
to
entrance.
Austin, he's in color. And when it cuts to them coming down the ramp, they're in black and white only.
Scott Hall walks out, and then NWO points back to the stage where Nash joins him to a pretty decent pop, actually. Like the Toronto crowd was ready to see it.
Is it weird to say that Scott Hall was both in shape and not in shape?
He was still massively in shape for a regular human, but for Scott Hall,
Yeah.
he wasn't in his best shape.
Yes, I think that's the best way to put it. Because like I kept
Mhm.
looking and I'm like, there's something off here.
They get to the ring, and it's always so jarring when it cuts from the NWO's entrance to like normal camera. And that kind of like messed with my brain there for a second. And what do you know? It's another hot start. Stone Cold starts by stomping on Scott Hall, backing him into a corner and chopping at him. Hall pokes Stone Cold in the eye to take control and goes for an Irish whip, but Stone Cold reverses it. He hits a Thez press. Stone Cold starts slamming Scott Hall's face in the corner. Not 2 times, not 3 times, not 4 times, not like 15 times.
It is an excessive amount of slams.
And then he turns around and gives the ref a finger and says, "Fuck you." It's so funny.
So wait, what I love is like the ref does not like give Austin shit. Well, like, yes, he does, but it's like ref. I mean, at that point, shouldn't you?
Well, you know he's
going
gonna stunner you if you say anything. Like it's well
True. Well, then you
established by this
disqualify him.
point. Then no,
Come on,
you're
man.
gonna be on the ground for too long. The other ref's gonna run in. They're gonna count the 3.
That's a good point. Nick Patrick will run in and fast count it.
Yes. Austin Irish whips Hall into the corner, into the ropes. And Hall does this like really funny ring escape where it's like he's running towards the ropes and is holding down L1, so he like cancels the Irish whip mid-run. Nash comes over and tries to distract Stone Cold, where Stone Cold just ends up hitting him. They get back into the ring, and they do another little running segment where Stone Cold goes for a back body drop, but Hall kicks him in the face and then clothesline him down. Hall's got some pretty good clotheslines in this match. Like, he throws several of them, and all of them were great. Austin's backed into a corner. He's getting chopped, overhand style, normal style, and some punches. Stone Cold reverses it and throws those like potato-like punches that he likes to throw in the corner. Crowd starts what chanting in between the punches. It's kind of fun. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Nash goes to the other corner where nobody's looking and takes the pad off of the turnbuckle. And Hall reverses an Irish whip attempt and sends Austin's back directly into that exposed turnbuckle. Hall is then like distracting the ref. Nash punches over Austin on the outside while the ref's not looking. And look, it's at this point where I'm like, guys, I understand why like the outsiders gave bookers plenty of reasons not to book them in their heyday, like whether it be there's a laundry list of reasons that have been all in documentaries why they weren't like all the time world champions. If I had the book, I would not care. One of them would have one world title, the other would have the other, and they'd both have the tag belts. These guys are sick. I love the outsiders. Yeah. Scott Hall then does a couple of clotheslines again in the corner and then hits the fall-away slam. He then takes Austin's head off with another clothesline, like underrated clothesline he must have, like because he's hitting them real good in this match. Throws another one and starts choking Stone Cold with the middle rope with his leg behind, like on the back of his head. And the referee starts talking to Scott Hall, which opens up another opportunity for Nash to punch Stone Cold right in the face. Hall's then stomping over Austin. Austin finally takes control again after a spine buster. And we get a double down for a second, which allows Scott to regain composure and control of the match. He punches Austin a few times, and then he winds up and comes off the rope and goes for another clothesline, but eats his first stunner of the match. The referee counts to 2, but Nash drags the ref out of the ring. Referee gets knocked out. Nash comes in the ring and starts forearming and lining Austin. Let's see. And then Scott Hall goes and grabs a chair. Nash... let's see. Oh, Nash has a full Nelson. Sorry, I've got to translate from the like speech to text. Nash has a full Nelson in on Scott Hall. And of course, the two guys are setting up on the one to hit him with a chair. What's going to happen in the WWE? Austin gut kicks Hall and then mule kicks Nash in the balls, stunners both of them. Or excuse me, stunners Hall. And let's see, stunners Hall and Nash, and then goes for the pin on Hall. The crowd's chanting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a new referee slides in. And Nash is just not even hiding it. He just elbows the dude without even like making it look like he did it on accident on the ground. Austin then knocks Nash out of the ring. Hall sets up for an outsider's edge, and it looks like he's trying to throw Austin out of the ring and just kill him. But Stone Cold reverses it. Let's see. Nash finally comes to, and a group of referees come out and eject him from the side of the ring. Both of the competitors in the match actually finally come to. Austin throws some punches, gets Hall back in the ring, goes for another stunner, but Hall hits him with a stunner. And let's see. And Austin does not sell the stunner very well. He's never sold it well. He just like dead fishes it as soon as he catches it. Like he just to the ground. Mm-hmm. Then Tim White slides back in, does a slow count, which allows Austin to kick out. And then here we go. We got the segment. We got the sequence leading up to the spot everybody knows from this match. Austin throws Hall off of the exposed turnbuckle, bouncing his face off it in the process. Hall turns around, takes a stunner, wobbly sells it, still on his feet, and then bang! The best stunner cell of all time. Austin hits him
Oh
with it.
yeah.
He goes flying through the air like he is hovering in mid-flight for a little bit. And like this is my favorite stunner cell of all time. It's a lot of people's favorite, and you see why, and it leads to the victory, and that is Austin's win. Hey, I loved this match. I love the Outsiders. I love Austin. And I gave it a brown sugar shake and espresso with the vanilla almond milk, and it was nice. I liked it.
I mean, look, no, I gave it a 3 stars out of 5 still. I think if this was Scott Hall from a few years prior, it would have been an even better match.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I think considering what we had, the time limit, it wasn't the worst. You know what? I'm gonna redo that. I'll give it 2 3/4 bad
Stunners.
guys. Bad guys.
I gave this match a 5 out of 10. I don't think I want to explain my ratings.
Middle of the road.
Too. I don't think a 5 out of 10 is a bad match per se. I think it is a decent match. I think at this point, Stone Cold's knees were hanging on. His neck was hanging on by a fucking thread. Stone Cold was essentially almost done. He has a year left at this point. Literally a year left.
Mm-hmm. A year left, and he's gonna miss a big chunk of that year because of the Brock stuff too.
Scott.
So,
like at this point, his body was pretty beat up, and he was sober at this point, but like he was just a shell of himself in the ring. Like I'm somebody who I've gone back and watched a shit ton of Razor Ramon matches. Like, I guess to explain it, not to get too into depth, but like one of my first DVDs that I owned for wrestling was a ladder match DVD. And so like my first introduction to Scott Hall was him versus Shawn at WrestleMania 10 for the IC title. And so like I've gone back and watched a lot of his shit. This match, like, it's not bad, but like I kind of just hate
what year is that
story. It was 90. WrestleMania 10 is 92, I think.
4?
94? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not 2.
Okay, well, this is WrestleMania 18, and it's 2002.
So that's what I'm saying.
So it's 94. It was 94.
So it's about So it's about an 8-year difference.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, I don't want to say sad is the word that I want to go with, but it like this match, like I feel like either Chris or Anthony, one of y'all said if this match happened 3 years before, I think it would have been way better, in my opinion. And like all of the circumstances leading into
circumstances around.
It's just, so that's just what my rating is for this match here.
And what year was 99? The year that they ran the Scott Hall alcoholic storyline in WCW?
It was 99 and going into
99.
2000, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's also what they're coming off of in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not great. He's probably not in the best headspace ever. Like you said, Kaufman, when that happens, all the changes, yeah.
Yeah, it was just... I think they pick it up at the end. Like, I think the match gets better at the end of the match. But just like, it's just to me, like, I wish I could...
But it would have been more interesting. It would have been more interesting and just better overall for any kind of storyline that they were running with the NWO if... Fine, Hogan loses because it's The Rock, and honestly, whether it be storyline or not, I don't want to see Hulk Hogan beat The Rock, right? Ever. But Scott Hall could have beaten Austin with some shenanigans, and at the very least, the NWO comes away with one major victory over, the face of the company for the last 5 years. This crippled them because pretty soon after this, Big Show joins and Booker and Shawn and they're just a comedy gag, and then X-Pac gets back. Nash is gone because he's injured. I think at Bad Blood he blows out a quad or some shit. It's I know quad, right? But yeah, it's like it's kind of just sad everything that's coming right after this. Or
Yeah.
NWO.
Hogan was
and
fired.
Hogan.
Cheese, we're about to lose you. What
yeah.
did you give this match?
I give it a B minus.
Okay, and then
Okay,
you
cool.
do you have any other matches other than the
I have the
women's
women's
one?
match.
Women's
threat.
match.
Do we want to go out of order here real quick and
Yes.
Yes.
let Cheese do this and then send him on his merry way?
Yep.
I'm going to roll through this quick. Jazz is the champion. Jazz is fantastic. Everyone should go watch Jazz matches because she was great.
Yes.
Let's say Jazz a bunch more times, you
Yes, she
guys.
was.
Jazz, 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 Jazz. Lita, still on Team Extreme. Trish still has her terrible theme. Lita and Jazz, they're not waiting on Trish. Trish has to run down to the ring because Lita and Jazz are just going right at it.
Lita also has an interesting version of her theme too, where
I
like
think this was
weird.
like when
The
she
long
first started
version. It's
using
the
it.
full
So it was
version.
before they had a WWE.
Oh, it's the full
yeah.
version. That's why.
This is the full version
okay.
because this is the version that you would get. I own Forcible Entry. That's just a terrible name.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible name. But yes, the full version of that song is like it has a really long intro.
Then they start working in tandem on Jazz. Double slingshot into Jazz takedowns. Jazz hits a Boston Crab. Lita breaks it up. Jazz then hits a no arm suplex. Is what I wrote. Trish gets kicked out of the ring. She's out for a while. Lita hits a roll through with some punches. A quick Irish whip into a head scissor. Lita hits a sidewalk slam that looked pretty good, and then Jazz hits snake eyes. Trish finally rolls back into the ring and rolls through. Lita hits a jawbuster, a chick kick, and Trish bulldog. Then Jazz comes in with a super body slam, a nice fisherman suplex. At some point, King starts naming off random African countries that they're now broadcasting in.
Oh yeah,
That was weird. Trish hits a flatliner. It's just fun watching the early stages of the forever feud between Lita and Trish play out here.
Yep.
Lita hits a twist of fate, so I know. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a side effects. Chris is a big fan of. No side effects here. Lita throws Jazz out of the ring. Lita throws Trish into turnbuckles. But Jazz runs right back in, hits a top rope fisherman, and Jazz wins. I give this match a B minus because Jazz is really great, and she made both of these two, who at this point are not great, but will be. But she did her best to make them look incredible, and she did a great job with it. And now I have to go now. Okay, I love you. Bye.
See you, Cheese.
Bye. All right.
I had to watch this match on mute because like I give Lawler 0 passes. The first time I hear him say something, I'm like, I don't like hearing that. I mute if it's a women's match around this time, like I mute the rest.
He was even worse during the fucking tag team match because Stacy was out there with fucking
yes, he
Douglas.
was.
Oh my god.
We'll get back to that in a second.
But yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a drip coffee because it is an 0-2 women's match with some really good wrestlers in it. So like, I knew it was going to be short. I knew it was going to be passable, and if it had more opportunity to show what it could do, it would have been a lot better. But it was about as good as what I expected.
My big problem with this match is just my problem with I think like most of the women's matches that we reviewed so far with WWE at this time is that like they just like they got no time. These women tried to do spots and stuff like that, but they just weren't given the time, and the crowd really wasn't reacting to them much, which was unfortunate because all three of these women are great wrestlers. But yeah, I gave it a 4.5 out of 10 because they did have some cool spots, and I did like what they were doing in this match. It's like what a 5-minute match. It's like Anthony.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a 2.5 out of 5. Forcible entries. There we go.
Gosh, dude, Jesus Christ. So
Yeah.
Next we get, I believe they go.
Tag Team
So
Turmoil, right?
wait, we have to go back to the Steve Austin Scott Hall thing. So after
Oh.
the Steve Austin Scott Hall match,
Oh
we
yeah.
get the APA versus the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys versus Billy and Chuck, who are the champions coming into this match for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Yeah, there you go. Anthony, I think you had this match.
No, I did.
Oh, which
I
one?
did.
Chris
Sorry,
did.
I went to the I had to take a little pit stop.
Gotcha.
There was a little segment right
Tires.
before
Yeah.
this tag match. There was an access advertisement.
Oh yeah, the whole
I don't know if this
Oh,
was
I don't want to talk. Ooh.
I don't know if this was the first year that they did it,
It's the second
or
year
one
they
of the
did it, 'cause they did
second
it
year,
at
because they were
17.
putting it over big time as a new thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I wanted to say about it was like, did you guys see that little video game kiosk they had where
Yeah.
the kids were playing the games? I used to run those back in the day when they had them in Walmart. But they also had a life-size statue of Stacy's ass that they let all the fans
Yeah, I
grab.
just,
And then they asked Stacy how she felt about what the fuck was going on with you guys in 02. What were y'all doing?
Doing his fucking events in the culture specifically at the time in 02 was just, oh, I see women, I get horny, time to commit sexual assault. And it's like,
Time
oh,
to
here goes the
disrespect.
statue. Yeah, like time to disrespect women because that's funny. Anyway, Chris,
But
go
anyway,
ahead with this
we
match.
do got this tag team turmoil coming up here. Let me pull up my notes real quick. It was a little awkward because they cut to the Fink, who is already announcing the Dudley Boys' name and weight without them coming out. But then you quickly see why. It's because Saliva is playing them out to the ring. And it's like 50-50 to me whether these intros played by a band work out. They're either awesome or corny. I really liked this one. This one was okay. It was a different version of their theme. And they come out and they start rocking with the band. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm here for this one. It brought up memories of like Rhea decades later jamming out with the band when she got played in by whatever Mania that was. And it was a good look for the Dudleys. It worked out for them. Let's see. The APA come out next, and it would have been hilarious if they would have just destroyed Saliva. Because, like, I think Saliva's
Always
done for the rest
pounding
of the
ass.
night. Apparently, they had their own website. Did you guys catch this? They were the only thing of the night. In the bottom right, it's at WWF-APA.com.
Me and Anthony
So
talked about
weird.
this during that .com, but like everybody had a fucking website for no fucking
Yes.
Everybody had a website.
Oh, there was therock.com.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know because I went there multiple
There's
times.
there's also hardyboys.com, but don't go to that one.
No.
Not in a public library or anything like that. Anyway, speaking of hardyboys.com, Matt and Jeff are up. They get a huge pop from all the ladies in the crowd, as Jeff would go on to do for a majority
I was about
of
to
the
say
rest
their
of his
pop was
career.
much different than everyone else's. It sounded much different.
And
me and Anthony talked about this. Like in middle school, like everybody was fucking obsessed with it. Like all the girls were obsessed with. Like it was like people who didn't even watch wrestling would have like the Jeff Hardy like armbands and shit on and stuff like his.
No, Darrell. You know what they really had? They had the Team Extreme pendant.
Oh, I
You know
hated a
what's-
fucking necklace. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Speaking of Rhea, it really reminds me of like when Rhea was getting super popular the last couple years. Like she had that same Jeff Hardy crossover appeal where like people that I know of or like I know in real life know of Rhea, but don't watch wrestling at all. Like I forgot what show I went to. Maybe it was that Rumble that we all went to in Tampa. I got a really close picture of Rhea. And one of my friends was like, and I put it on like my Instagram story. One of my friends was like, she goes like, "How are you this close to Rhea Ripley?" I was like, I watched the show, but yeah, the Hardy Boys massively over, especially with the ladies, um, and it's crazy. They mentioned the Hardys are already 5-time champions here in
Because
2002.
they were like ping ponging those fucking belts between
Yep.
them. Edge
There's
and
only
Christian
one
and
set of
Darrell.
belts.
Yep.
There's only one
Oh,
set of
don't
belts.
forget! Hey, don't forget! Edge and Christian, by the time they were done being tag team champs, were like tag champs 9 times.
Yep.
Hmm.
I see why they wanted
then,
to split.
That's
'cause
by
Jesus
that's
Christ.
by 2001.
But
They broke up
anyway,
in 2001.
anyway, fuck everything about them because you look so
Yeah, that's
good to me. The best theme in the world.
Me and Santino Morella's theme song and Eve Torres' theme song.
Be quiet.
I was upset at I was upset that Billy and Chuck were in this match instead of somebody else, and then that theme played, and I'm like, I'm back on board. I'm here for it.
Also, me and Anthony pointed this out. Billy and Chuck are great tag team wrestlers. So I like
Yes,
just
they are
the gimmick,
great as a tag
You
team.
say whatever you want to as a gimmick. They were a great tag team.
I was
and
watching.
ladies
They
and
were
gentlemen,
routinely.
what do you know? It is another hot start. Of course it is. We're getting
Of
like
course,
everybody's getting the
we
most
got
of their
one for the
time
women's
tonight.
match too, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. Chuck, and Bradshaw start out, and they're just running at each other. Bradshaw catches Chuck on a cross body attempt, and Billy comes in and takes him down with like a zigzag-like maneuver. It was just to get Chuck out of the predicament. Bradshaw then catches Billy in the exact same situation and then just dumps him out of the ring. Chuck doesn't come to his aid. Farouk chases Billy back to his corner in the background, which was kind of funny. I would run away if Farouk started walking at me angrily too.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. And Farouk is just like the definition of a bruiser. He gets tagged in here at some point.
He's there to beat
and
your
like
ass.
and like no fancy maneuvers or anything, just punches, slams, hits. That's all Farouk needs. And like it's why like his stuff always translates across eras. Like you can watch this at any point and any wrestling fan is going to get some sort of enjoyment out of it.
Yep.
Let's see. Chuck and Farouk are battling over in a corner. It's the corner where Billy's stationed up at, so he tags in, and Billy and Chuck double team for Farouk. It heard fruitcake from me. They choke Farouk on the floor for a second, and then let's see. Billy gut kicks Simmons and then sends him off the ropes, and Farouk just hits a massive looking power slam. It was awesome. He tags Bradshaw back in, and Bradshaw hits the Judas effect on Billy. He takes out Chuck, who tried to run in. And like it's at this point, I'm like, I guess it's really just the APA versus Billy and Chuck. The other two teams just like are thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
Chuck Bradshaw hits a DDT on Billy. It gets a 2 count, and Billy dives over and tags in Devon, and finally we get somebody else in this match. They immediately try for a 3D. Team 3D does. Or excuse me, the Dudley Boys. They're not Team 3D yet. But Farouk intercepts Bubba with a spine buster. Farouk too smart. Billy tagged himself in at some point. I don't know. They get confused on who's the legal man right here. No, he never tagged in. He just came in and started working over Bradshaw like it was his right to do. And let's see. Farouk
Was he beating him like a government mule?
Yes, he was. I don't know if JR gave us one of that, but it was a perfect spot for
Should
it.
have.
Farouk and Chuck are brawling outside. Bradshaw gets out of the way of a corner splash attempt from Billy. Action's bouncing all over the ring at this point. We're getting out of control. Billy then let's see, what was this? Bradshaw gets out of the way of that corner splash that I said. Billy is bouncing off of the ropes, going back towards the middle, and Bradshaw is lining up for the clothesline from hell. But he has to get out of the way of Bully Ray because he's just in the way. Bubba is just in the way.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry. He was world champion as Bully.
Yeah, he was.
I called him Bubba the whole fucking time. Jesus, I hate that fucking run so much. This should kill my love for the sport.
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
Go ahead,
Look,
Chris.
man, there are
Fuck.
certain people that I look at and I'm like, I never want to see you have any single success ever. Him.
You didn't like the fucking the aces and eights, man. Come on, bro.
But Bully Ray was in the back talking with Scott Steiner about
No, that
about
shit was hilarious.
Freaks from Sheboygan.
So that's funny. That's funny. Okay.
But also funny, he's in the way of Bradshaw. Bradshaw should have just clotheslined to hell him on the way to clotheslining to hell Billy. But he does end up hitting it.
That would have been beautiful.
And then the Dudleys hit a 3D on
a 1D.
APA. A 1D, yes.
Mhm.
And APA are eliminated. This sucks. They're already out. I feel like every multi-man elimination match, put the ones up.
I got them
Every
behind them.
elimination
Yeah.
match with
That
APA,
is one of
they're
the-
always
Oh.
out first.
So-
and it pisses me off.
It
Also, with this
pisses
one
me
in
off how many
particular,
times
Chris,
they didn't win tag titles.
This one in particular, so APA wasn't doing anything until No Way Out. And they weren't supposed to be on the card, but Vince just needed something for them to do, so they just threw them out there because he knew they were going to get eliminated early, essentially, which fucking sucks. But yeah. Essentially, from the end of 01 until early 02, APA was doing absolutely nothing.
And that's a shame. Like,
Yeah.
they should have had, like, every 3 months, they should have been taking the tag belts off of somebody. And then, like,
Yeah.
somebody, like, screws them over in some sort of, like, DQ match where, like, a bunch of people run in, and that's how they get the belts off.
I just
And
thought
then
about it.
eventually they get it back.
I know that, like, hey, Bradshaw and Farouk aren't fucking, like, vertical wrestlers, if you will. Why in the fuck weren't they ever involved in the TLC matches, now that I think about it? Like, any of them. Like, they just always they were the one team that never made it in.
Yeah, those, like, the ones with Edge and Christian. And
Yeah, and the Dudleys and the Hardys.
Dudleys and Hardys. They were
Well,
never
like,
invited.
APA wasn't over.
You know what?
You
I
want
think
you want to laugh? No.
I think I know why.
Funny.
What's up?
What's up?
I think I know why they didn't. I think Anthony's about to say it.
What is it?
Oh, I was going to say the reason they weren't in any of those TLC matches is because John Bradshaw Layfield and Ron Simmons said, "I'm not climbing up no fucking ladder. You guys can hit each other with those chairs and tables if you want."
Yes, that makes sense. But also, you know what? Whatever. Anyways,
Were you about? No, what were you
I
about
don't
to
even
say?
have the energy. Nothing. I was just gonna be like, I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. I don't
blame him, but
look
like,
at the size of those motherfuckers, man.
But what I'm saying is that they were never involved.
Also,
in, like,
they were like pushing 40 when everybody else who was doing those matches was in their like 20s.
But I'm not really talking about the match type as much as I'm talking about them being involved in like major tag team storylines. Like,
Yeah,
they never
okay.
like.
I see what you mean.
So I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But they did beat the Hardys at least for the titles, I guess. I think that 2 tag team title runs is enough for them? No.
Not when
they
when
probably
everybody
should
else
have
getting
5.
9 or 10.
Yeah,
exactly.
The Hardys are still getting
But
them.
yeah, exactly. Oh my God, shut up. Oh yeah.
Speaking of the Hardys, they run in after APA is eliminated, and this is the first time they're participating in this match. They double back body drop Bubba. Holy shit! Say that 5 times fast. They double they double elbow him and then do the fist drop, flipping leg drop combo. And they like crunch Devon on it too.
Matt's
Or
Matt's legs, his legs are cross-eyed. Like they really
His
fucking
hips.
are. When you look,
his hips are pointing
they're
in
like
different directions.
his hips are pointing in. Wait, no, this is the crazy thing. His hips point in different directions, but then his legs also point in different directions as well. So he's got a lot going on from the waist down. It's a miracle he can have
Let's
children.
see. The Hardys then
I
go
bet you his
and
penis is all kinds of weirdly shaped too. I guarantee it. I'm gonna go with that.
Jesus.
That's my new canon. That's my new canon. For Matt Hardy.
What the?
They try to
His
double
little leg.
DDT Chuck, and Chuck blocks
yeah.
it but doesn't. Like, you guys know that Mustafa
Yeah.
Ali block he does on the RKO? He
Like
does
against
that,
it, yeah.
but then he sells like he hit his head. Meanwhile, I guess he got him too, brother. Meanwhile, the Dudleys are trying to introduce a table into the match, and like, I don't know if the Hardys were supposed to drop kick the table and it wasn't in the right spot. Either way, Matt Hardy basement drop kicks Devon directly in his temple. Like, he does not, there's no soft way of this. He kills Devon by kicking him in the side of the head.
He's like, I'm just gonna give you some CTE directly. No weapon needed. Here's my foot.
I don't know if Devon got concussed from this, but he should have. Like, like.
It's like, I don't know if he did. But it's a crime that it didn't happen.
And there's a spot here in a second where I'm like, I think he might have, because let's see here. Let's see. Jeff takes care of Bubba and gets him in the ring. And then he hits Bubba with a whisper in the wind, and then we're lining up for a segment that a lot of you guys have seen a million times over, myself included. And it's where Stacy hikes up her pants all the way up there. You can see full cheekies, and Jeff.
It's what you call them. You are able to see full labia minora and majora.
You can see it all here in the WWF and O2.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, you almost are.
And
like, you almost are.
And Jeff, what does he do? He wiggles his hips a little bit, and then he smacks the shit out of Stacy's ass, and then gives her a kiss and throws her onto the ground. Yeah. This is a GIF that's been shared a million times over. I swear there's one where he hits her even harder. But maybe I'm just making things up. Maybe that was something from TNA. But yeah. Let's see. Jeff's got his shirt off at this point too. And let's see here. Bubba is trying to get Jeff's attention, and Jeff just jumps on top of Bubba's shoulders backward style, like he was trying to do a like Poison Rana or something, but then just decided not to go down with it. So Bubba stands straight up, and then Billy Gunn just gets up on top of the rope and hits him. What is that called? That's a doomsday device, right? With the dude on the shoulders and the clothesline off the top.
Yep, it's a doomsday device.
Road Warrior. And then Bubba hits the Bubba Bomb on Billy. I don't know who's legal or what's happening or who has their signature or finisher at this point. Bubba tries to choke out Jeff with his own shirt.
Yeah.
And Jeff probably should not have taken his shirt off then. Devon, this is where I'm like, oh, Devon might actually be concussed, because Devon is in the far left corner, and then he's in the close left corner, and then he's in the far left corner. Like, the referee keeps trying to get him in the right corner to tag in, but he keeps going to the other one. And like, yeah. He's like, that's what I'm like, oh, he might be still shaking off the cobwebs
sounds
right
like
now.
He's probably not all there.
I feel for Devon at this point. There's The table's still out there. We'll find out why it's out there here in a second. But
Oh yeah.
let's see. He starts messing with Jeff, which allows Bubba to recover himself, and then hits a huge back body drop on Jeff. Jeff got way, way up there, super height on it. Jeff then gets locked in a rest hold. Bubba is choking him out. Jeff works back up, sends Bubba over to the ropes. Bubba catches a kick attempt, and then Devon just runs in like a linebacker and tackles the shit out of Jeff. Like hits him with a clothesline, but it looked brutal. Like I've never seen Devon move this fast. And he hit sticks Jeff Hardy, and then Bubba comes over and they start both beating up on him in the corner. Devon tags Bubba back in. They're stomping Jeff. Billy tries to run in to distract the ref, and Matt gets so mad, and this allows the ref to be distracted even more. So Bubba does the spot where he puts Jeff in the tree of woe and stomps on his balls. And I'm like, I swear this is a spot that Bubba always sets up for him to get stomped on the balls. It was interesting to see the other way around this time. I just love that he finds a way to work that into every match. It makes good thumbnail content. Matt then dumps Bubba on his head onto the ground. Devon takes care of Matt. Bubba tags back in. He's trying to pin Jeff, but Matt's distracting the referee. Devon then invents the super European uppercut, the one where Cesaro runs off the rope and does the spin. And Devon just busts that out here. Devon and Jeff do a little counter spree, and it resulted in a move that I didn't really know what happened. It looked like Jeff hit Devon with a reverse DDT at the same time Jeff hit Devon with a cutter. It looked funky. Devon hit Jeff with a cutter. It looked like they hit simultaneous moves on each other. This allows Bubba and Matt to get tagged in. Let's see. Matt hits Bubba with a DDT and back body drops Billy Gunn. He then stun guns Chuck. Bubba gets back up and back body suplexes Matt. Bubba's up top now. My camera's dead. I'll fix that here in a second. He yells, "Good night, Matt Hardy," and then cannonballs directly onto the mat. Matt Hardy does the move. Matt Hardy then goes to the middle rope and does the move that, is the reason that his hips and legs are the way that they are. He does the middle rope leg drop.
Leg drop, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gets a 2 count. He positions up. Let's see. Bubba then gets Matt up for the was up, I believe, but Gunn comes over and shoves Devon off of the top rope through the table. We finally get Chekhov's table used. Matt hits the twist of fate on Bubba. Jeff croutons Bubba with a crouton bomb, and they eliminate the Dudley Boys. Chuck then runs in, tries to clothesline both of them, and tries to go for a pin, but gets a 2 count. He's confused. Jeff does his leg drop onto the stomach of Billy, the one where he spreads the legs and all that.
Yeah.
Billy comes in and throws Jeff out. He tries to get Matt with some sort of maneuver, and then Matt hits the side effect. That gets a +1 star for me, even though I don't do those anymore. The Hardys try poetry in motion on Billy. They do it on Chuck. They hit the twist of fate. They're setting up for the Swanton again, and Jeff hits it normal style this time. And let's see here. Matt eats a famouser from Billy Gunn, and then they both roll out of the ring. Chuck crawls over. Jeff kicks out at 2. Billy Gunn brains him with the championship, and Billy and Chuck retain. Yeah, I gave this a drip coffee. It wasn't anything special.
I gave it a 4.5 out of 10. It happened. Like, I don't like these fatal 4-way tag team matches that any wrestling company does, because to me they don't do it the cool way. To me, I just like, yeah, 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5, 4.5 out of 10. Holy shit, Darrell, speak. Fuck, man. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm busy debating on whether or not I'm going to be buying this $130 nail action figure. I'm going to go ahead and give that 2 stars.
Does it come with big penis attachment?
No, ooh, no. No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Oh, not the
Alright.
ooh to that. I was just Darrell. I did pre-order a Super Boo Shy Figure Arts action figure. Holy shit! Oh,
You
this
said
is
it
just
was
me.
a
I'm so
Kid
checked.
Boo?
Yeah.
I gave it a 2. Just a
only
2.
time-
No actual rating things after. Just a 2. Because it happened.
What's it called?
What a downgrade from the last 3
I know.
big tag matches. You had the triangle ladder. You had the TLC one. Well, no, you had the, what do you call it? The SummerSlam.
So SummerSlam
TLC
made the ladder
and then
match.
and then- yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
those 3. How disappointing this was comparatively.
Yeah.
Yeah, and damn, I had something to say, but my empty stomach is robbing my brain power right now. I had
Yeah.
a
I feel
full
like we
ass
got to power
thought,
through
and
these
it's
last
gone.
2.
Let's get to these last 2 matches. So, and I got both of
well,
them. So.
Look, we don't have to
Oh,
talk. We don't have to talk much about the last one.
Well, there's a
I'll tell you
segment
that.
here that I need
Yeah,
to
you
touch
get your
upon.
Molly Holly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you do.
Molly
And
Holly
I got to give
is
a grade.
running in the backstage, is running backstage and is trying to find a safe spot, and then like is running through this hallway of like doors and stuff, and Christian just opens up one of the doors right in her face, and she runs head first
Yes.
into it, allowing Christian to pick up the hardcore belt for
Nice.
now.
I don't know if you
And-
can see what that is.
Is that a Black Adam?
That
figure?
is- That is
You're
a
getting
God.
almost $100 Dwayne Johnson Black Adam Japanese action figure that I will not be purchasing.
Why not?
But yeah, this is the second to last segment for this hardcore belt. Christian's all happy that he's gonna leave WrestleMania champion after
Yep.
all.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
What?
It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. Whatever his version of the other thing was. So next, we get a hype package for Rock and Hogan.
Hey, look at that.
The feud.
I'm pre-ordering this right now.
Did you ever get the one with the IC belt?
No, I missed the one on the IC belt. This one's available for pre-order. Pre-order it now.
But we get
Yeah,
Rock
there
and
you go.
Hogan in this match. I'm not even gonna talk about the match itself. There was a couple
Y'all
of
seen
spots
it.
in this match. Everybody has seen this match. This is one of the greatest aura farming contests of all time. Like, if you want to talk about a spectacle in wrestling, this is the most WrestleMania match of all time.
I love this match.
Like,
This
You-
makes the case for being the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
you
It
get
makes
the
a case. It may not be it, but it
Mhm.
makes a case.
you get
flip
the
this
Rock.
with the main. You
Mhm.
flip this with the
Yeah,
main. and it
please,
is the greatest
please. I
one of
wish
all
they
time.
would have. So you get
Here's
Hogan
the
and
thing.
Rock essentially
90% of the time I
realize,
forget the main.
because Anthony, nothing happened.
Guys,
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
I know. I watched it.
I understand their thinking though, because it's like, okay, this is
Not their
these
thinking.
two.
One guy's thinking.
Great point. You got these two guys. The Rock, you do not
Also
have
not
to
talking
worry
about
about. You
No.
do not have to worry about at all in inside the ring. Hogan, at this point, you don't know. You don't know if he's going to put on a stinker or if he's going to play the classics and the people are going to like it. Because late form in WCW, those matches were not good.
TCB,
but-
baby.
But look at what he was working opposite to at the time too.
That being said, the main event, Triple H in 02, Jericho in 02. You know you can put your full faith in them in a WrestleMania event at this point. And
Well, in a decent match, yes.
like the worst case scenario when you book it like this is everybody's going to say that match was fantastic and should have been the main, and this match was good, but or like the main event that we got was good but shouldn't have been the main. That's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario, if you flip them, is Hogan gives you a stinker main event
because he's not gonna win, and he just
That's
does
fair. That's fair,
Mhm.
but it's
With
The Rock and
hindsight-
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Hindsight, after we see this
With
match,
hindsight, yes.
this should have been the main.
But I get
like
where
if
Chris
we
is
knew
coming
we
from.
were getting these performance,
But I think I also go off the fact that just the year before, you went with Triple H in the main event, and that was a disaster.
Oh no, the year before it was Rock and Austin. The year before was
Or the year before that.
Yeah,
The last time Triple H was in the main event.
well, also Big Show was in that main event.
Hey.
You're talking
hey,
a newfound
you leave
Big
Paul
Show
White alone.
stand, Anthony Flores. Right?
Shut up. You leave Paul White alone, man. He could do no wrong until
Just 2
2005.
months ago, I couldn't get Anthony to watch anything with Big Show, and now all of a sudden,
Hey man, all it took was look. You got to remember,
it was World War
I
III, man.
really
That's what it
like
was.
Big Show to start. I like
Mm.
Big Show to start like when I was young watching wrestling, because when I was watching wrestling, Big Show didn't suck.
Mm.
And then he turned face, and then he turned heel, and then he turned face, and then he
Yep.
turned heel, and then he
Then he
turned
got the
face,
diaper.
and then he turned heel, all in the span of one show, and I was done. I was done. Like at the mid 2000s were not good to Big Show. Look, anyways, the point is this match fucking rocked, and it gets a 5 brother dude jacks out of 5.
this
I don't know what else there is to say about this match, man.
Hogan and Rock realized early, hey, you gotta work heel, I gotta work face. I'm doing my thing. I'm gonna
They don't.
finisher.
They do
I'm doing the
not.
I'm
point.
gonna Hulk up.
No, I
They
think
don't
when Hulk
switch.
hulks up. No, I
They
think
do
when
not
Hulk hulks
switch
up,
the way
it's
they
work.
face shit.
I don't think Hulk was gonna do the traditional Hulk up. I think that's where the change happens there.
Yes.
I think that was like a hey, I think the first half of the match, I think the way the Rock worked wasn't necessarily changed, except he just wasn't afraid to mouth off back to the crowd, because
Yeah,
he
I
did
think
that
when he started
quite a
talking
bit.
shit to the crowd.
That's the thing. Those were the two big switch up points. Is Rock decides to start like egging on the crowd, like y'all are booing me, really, and then the Hulk up at the end. Other than that, Hogan is still well.
It's Hogan Rock.
Granted, this is Hogan's
Okay,
face
wait.
moveset anyway.
This is
You're
Hogan.
doing the back scratch.
He's eye poking.
Eye
He's
pokes,
eye
yeah.
scraping.
Yeah.
He's
The only thing
back
he didn't do was
scratching,
X bomb.
you're right.
The only like truly like heel thing that original Hogan didn't do, because he didn't have one, was the weight
The
belt.
weight belt. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that he didn't do back in the day as a quote unquote face move, because he wasn't running around wearing the weight belt until like
Yeah,
towards
I
the
was
end of
like
his
paying
run.
attention to how they were like working, because like I was trying to
Oh,
see
yeah,
like
yeah,
when
absolutely.
exactly the switch happens, whether it's like at the beginning, like they kind of
The
like say
crowd
in their
decides
stories.
early, right? But match wise, you're right. It does happen like,
exactly. The moves wise, the Rock is still a face and Hogan is still the heel.
Guess what? Guess what, Kaufman? This goes back to the thing I've been saying about The Rock every time we talk about him. He does a Samoan drop, he does a DDT, he does an over the head belly to belly,
Wow.
and he does a sharpshooter.
He didn't Samoan drop in this match.
He didn't.
And
You
he
know,
did
Hogan
Samoan
wasn't
drop.
taking a fucking
He-
Samoan.
Oh yeah, Hogan
He
wasn't
didn't-
taking that.
He didn't do that or the over the head belly to belly, because
Yeah,
you're not
'cause-
getting Hogan over the head.
Hogan
barely
Hogan
get
had
over
me
the
cracking
top.
his back by
Jumping
this
over.
point. So you know.
Exactly. So even then, The Rock was limited to punches, the DDT, and that's about it.
So essentially, Rock was
And
using his
Hogan,
WrestleMania
even more
40
limited.
moveset.
Yes. He was. No, there was a lot less almost popped quads.
God, fuck that! Oh my God! And then match.
Also,
will
I'm
always
telling
stick
you,
with me,
I'm
man.
telling you, WrestleMania 40. When I'm looking at The Rock's thighs and I can count to you how like the strings of his muscle, because it looks like they're ready to fucking explode. The man could not get back on the apron
Nope.
physically.
It took him like 20 minutes to get back on the fucking apron, man.
Yes. Look, I'm gonna.
He-
Ooh, all right.
He also He also kicks it 1.9 to the first leg drop. Like, he
Yep.
does not kick it 2.
Yep.
It is 1.9.
Yep.
What did Darrell say earlier?
It's
The
3
Rock
people could not get over.
Only 3 people to not for Hogan to not get over on, man. Because the Rock gave him, hey, it's like the Rock is like, I will go out there and I will make you look great, but you're not going over
You're not
on
gonna
me.
beat me, bitch.
Sean was the opposite, like, all right, you're going over on me, but I'm not gonna make you look good.
I'm gonna make both of us look like an asshole.
Yeah.
I give this
this
match a
guy-
9 out of 10.
Yeah, it got a homemade brown sugar shaken espresso with vanilla almond milk and cold foam for me. That's
Okay,
the
that
top
sounds-
rating.
that sounds
That's the
good as
top
fuck.
rating.
I'm not even a coffee guy, and that sounds good to me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just the best to me. This is a top like 3 Hulk match ever, and yeah,
This is the best thing you could hope for out of Hogan. Actually,
Yeah.
yes, it is a top. Darrell, this might be like his best match, because I'm gonna be honest. What like truly is like the best Hogan match?
Fuck, doesn't he have like a tremendous one with Jim Duggan or something like that?
Yeah,
No,
him
that's a
and
good
Duggan.
Jim Duggan match.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
good Jim
Duggan
Duggan
match,
match.
yeah. Man.
I think
The match with
Because-
Andre is. Hey, you want to talk about a match that might be more aura farming than this one? It's that
Andre.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
him and
the Andre
right?
match.
Yeah, that's-
That one
yeah.
because Andre was limited to 2 things: power slam and falling. So
Yeah, we move on
This
to
is-
the main event. Oh no. Mm-mm. We get another segment.
we got one more.
So
Yeah,
Christian
in
is
be-
cheering
in be-
backstage.
In
go ahead,
between
Chris.
this and the let's see, this is after the women's match that Cheeseman
Yeah.
covered
Mhm.
earlier. We went
Yes.
out of order. But Christian is trying to leave with the championship. He's like, I'm gonna leave Mania champion just like I wanted. Da, 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 da. And Maven sneaks up from behind, rolls him up, wins the belt, and
Stole
steals
his
Christian's
taxi, man.
cab.
Yeah,
And
stole his
the
taxi.
cab driver just runs off.
Yep, it's
Oh,
beautiful.
man. That shit was
Talking about
Uh,
putting a bow on the night
give
before the main event.
This,
yeah.
I give this for sheer entertainment alone.
Mhm.
5 out of 5 Christian fishnet shirts.
Mm-hmm.
God, that shirt. I meant to
was a-
point this out when we're talking about the match. This shirt is so stupid. I hate this shirt. I hate this shirt. So bad. I hate this shirt. Oh,
I
man.
just what a fun through line through the entire show. What a fun little thing. I still think the peak of it was Molly Holly busting out the skillet pan.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or
'cause
or
that
the
out.
the Al Snow Teddy Long joyride too. That was
Oh, when you were in-
Oh god, yeah, they tried to run him. They tried to commit vehicular homicide. Oh man, he didn't do it for The Rock. He was doing it for himself.
he was doing it for the people
Oh, real
there.
quick, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, Teddy Long was the referee. So our string of Teddy Longs being a referee in these
Yeah,
shows
continues,
is
yeah.
around.
Yeah, he was the ref in the which match was it?
Booker
was it
and
oh, it was the
Edge.
Booker T.
Yeah.
There was
Booker
one
and
2
Edge,
count. I meant to point this out earlier. There's one 2 count where Teddy was absolutely about to hit 3 and then just like and then the kick out.
It is-
Mhm.
Oh, it would have been a nightmare. All right, let's
Anyways,
get
now
to it.
we got to talk about this main event.
We get Triple H
Oh,
versus Chris
real
Jericho.
quick, I do want to be very clear. No.
Mhm.
Yes, it's Chris Jericho versus Triple H. Yes.
I don't
Well,
know
what it
about that.
really
I don't
is-
know about that, Anthony.
What
I
it
don't know.
really is
It is
is
Triple H versus
Triple H
Stephanie
versus
McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon.
So
That's.
Triple H comes out to, I think, who played, was this a lot?
Do you know? Wait, real quick.
Drowning
do
Pool?
It was
we know
a drowning
why-
pool.
Yeah.
But do we know that? Do we know why this is Triple H versus Stephanie? Because I really want to talk about why.
Well, the stupid ass fucking wedding segment that didn't work, and then like Stephanie
Nope,
was
no,
like,
no, before that. So what led up to that wedding segment was they were having marital issues. So Stephanie lied to Triple H and told him she was pregnant, right? And then because she's the ever loving mother that she is, mother-in-law that she is, Linda essentially goes up to Triple H and gives him a tape that has evidence to prove otherwise. And to do behind Stephanie's back, even though technically we are all watching it on a camera. All she had to do was turn on Monday Night. Anyways, wait. I know. All she had to do was turn on Monday Night Raw to know that her mother sold her out.
Motherfucker,
right?
I am not turning on Raw in 02. I'm not watching the show.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie apparently didn't want to, right?
Why would you?
Well, this is early 2000. This is before the brand split.
That's true. That's true.
So this is before Triple H was and Eric Bischoff were around. Then they have the wedding segment where Triple H dumps her ass. And I've said this before. That's where they bring up that hell hath no fury. JR's screaming, saying that while Stephanie's just screaming like a harpy. And then she decides, well, to get back at Triple H, I'm going to side with Chris Jericho. I want to make a note real quick that this eventually blows off with a triple threat match for the Undisputed Championship between Chris Jericho, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon.
I want to add an extra note to that. Do you know?
What?
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, okay. So then what happens after that is, because I did a lot of research on this specific topic. Triple H drops the title to Hogan because Jericho interferes. And Undertaker interferes, so it becomes Undertaker Hogan, and then you have a blow at Judgment Day, and you have a blow off between Triple H and Jericho in a Hell in a Cell. That's all.
Vince won, and he just was like, "Oh, I'm doing everything I want."
Yep.
Fucking,
we're running it back. We're getting Hogan on top
ass
again.
Yep.
We're giving them a new belt. You're gonna think it looks good in the moment. You're gonna think it looks good for like 15 years, and then everybody's gonna turn on it and be like, it's not really that good.
Just because everybody's got a.
Can we talk about that? Like, I feel like everybody thought that was the best belt for the longest time.
Everybody hated the spinner. Everybody does this thing where they need to hate something because they now.
I'm the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the belt.
You hate
it. The Undisputed?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I love it because it just looks like a world title belt. That's all it needs to look like. It doesn't need to be over the top. Is it better than the two before it? No. Nobody's saying that. Maybe some people are, but those people are stupid. It's just a belt.
Yeah, like
it's not the one that The Rock had, which was really ugly after they unify the one when after he beat Punk, that had the scratch logo, the giant ugly scratch logo.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that one, honestly. It's not great. I'd rather have this Undisputed one, but
I hate
this Undisputed one used to be my absolute favorite belt, and then as time wore on, I like the spinner better than the Undisputed now. It's definitely nostalgia. Like it's like I'm away from this. I used to hate the spinner when it was like towards the end of its life.
Well,
when you started exactly when I started liking the spinner. It was in person. It was at Raw in Savannah for Labor Day, and somebody had the spinner belt, and I'm like, this shit is beautiful.
I'm gonna tell you when I came around to appreciating it, and it wasn't when it was gone. It was when CM Punk had it. For some reason, I'm like, I don't know why this works with this guy. It shouldn't, but it does.
And then they fucking gave it to Alberto Dorito, and like I hated everything about the belt from that point on.
Yeah, that guy.
But
yes, anyway, that is everything that went on with that belt.
I want to also point out. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna segue into the match. So if you got another point before we do that,
I was just gonna say that Jericho does not hold a world title in the WWE from 2002 until 2008 when he wins the world title. He did not hold the title. To be fair, wasn't he like gone for like 2 years in there as well? Even the 3 years that he was still there between 2002 and 05 did not win.
Oh, I agree. Mainly was like mid-card feuding and he was in a tag team with Christian.
Yep.
He does have a very underrated WrestleMania match in that stretch with Shawn.
For sure. Absolutely. Next year.
Yep. 19.
Mm-hmm.
But here we got the belts. We still got the Attitude Era WWE, and we got the big gold.
Love the visual with Jericho with the two belts at the top of the
ramp,
man. Like
those, man. I don't know if there's two belts that are
I don't
perfect
know.
together as much as those two, because like when they started doing the Universal and WWE, it just kind of looked like you know, in little
It
different
looks
shades of
like
the
this
same
push pull
belt.
between corporate belt and like an actual title
Mhm.
belt.
You remember when Danielson won the titles,
Hmm.
Yeah,
and it was the big scratch logo one and the
and the
big
little
gold.
and the
Yeah.
little big gold.
Yeah, the middle gold.
Yeah, the little big gold.
That
Medium
was
gold.
okay, but still, this is the best iteration of
Yeah.
double world titles
Yep.
here with Jericho.
Oh, because it's like also just what it means historically to see those two belts like that right next to each
Mhm.
other
Yeah,
is just
it'd be like
massive until
it'd be like seeing this version of the WWE gold belt with somebody also holding AEW's. It
you
looked
see, and
pretty
then that
cool.
would be crazy. Well, it's funny because somebody decided to drop the big gold and the big eagle into a smelting pot, and we got the other one that came out of it. And then Eric Bischoff went in and was like, "I'm going to reach into that undisputed title and pull the big gold out of it and bring that back as the world championship." And yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing because Triple H needs.
This
Anyways,
match,
Drowning Pool is playing Triple H out to the ring, and this is an example of it being very corny.
very bad. It was very bad. Me and Anthony skipped this entrance.
We skipped this because I've seen it enough times to know it's bad.
It's so funny at the
Power
end
rank.
of it. At the end of it,
Is this worse
the
than Hardy?
Wait, what?
No,
Is this worse than Hardy? That's the bar.
the
for
country
me.
singer.
Hardy.
He did a
Oh,
SummerSlam.
I've blocked that out of my mind. This is not worse than Hardy.
Thank you. All right, good. I just like bringing that. I just like bringing the Hardy thing up because that was terrible.
There was
If
a
any of you
funny
listen to
moment
Hardy,
at the
stop
end.
listening to this podcast and unsubscribe.
Don't do that.
No,
Please
if they
watch.
listen to Hardy on the regular,
but
no, we can
change
find
your
equal
music.
value.
Yeah, change your music
Go
taste,
listen
not your
to Saliva.
podcast taste. You're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Go listen to Saliva. It's good for your
but
soul. Apparently,
there was a funny moment at the end of the entrance where like the Drowning Pool lead singer like says something like, "Yeah, Triple H," and Triple H points back at Drowning Pool, and Triple H goes, Triple H goes, "Drowning Pool."
Pool. That's how you should have known Triple H is winning, which anybody could have seen him winning this match anyway. But
wait a minute. He got played out by a band and won?
Yes. Yeah. It's Triple H, baby, the ultimate politicker, man. What are you talking about? The golden shovel, buddy. Come on. But
I didn't put them together till now.
Jericho comes out with Stephanie.
Girltron.
by the way,
This
at
attire.
this point, let's make it clear. After this, from this point on, Triple H just sucked.
Yep.
From this point on, it never changed.
Nope.
All the best stuff that we love about him, he'd already
Goes
done
away.
it. It's done. It's
over.
gone. My time, all of it, gone. Gone.
You don't get
everything he
good.
did after this was the worst.
The only good thing he did after this was when he was crotch chopping Dean Ambrose.
Oh yeah.
So and beating Roman for the belt in 2015 or 16, whatever it was. That was awesome.
we get into this match. Oh God, that's so stupid. We get into this match in
20 years of
Triple H is selling the leg early because he tore his quad 8 months ago, and we have to keep talking about that the whole match. Jericho
we're still
Triple
living
H.
in the reign of terror. It never ended.
Yeah, it never ended. No, it's still going.
It never ended. We're still in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's like, I'm away from the title, but I'm still the centerpiece of all of this.
When Jericho sends Triple H to the outside and goes up to the top rope, but for some reason Jericho just taunts, and he's looking in the direction of Triple H. So the whole time Triple H is getting up, gets up to the apron, and Jericho just doesn't react at all. And so then, Triple H throws him into the barricade. I'm like, what the fuck was that spot? Triple H then hits Jericho with the suplex from the other side of the barricade onto the floor again. Then Triple H goes to clear the announce table because that's going every time Triple H is going up to that announce table, of course. But Jericho starts kicking Triple H's leg like 3 times and pulls him back in the ring.
Announce table like tomorrow.
Yeah. Then
maybe something bad.
Triple H starts working Jericho's leg once they get back in the ring. This match was boring as hell to start. I'm falling asleep on the rewatch.
Crowd is out of it.
Yeah. Then Triple H tries
Hey,
to
this
he
is
does
way
his
later.
match his typical I'm trying to be Ric Flair spot, does the figure four.
Oh,
Um yeah. Then Triple H tries to
that's
pedigree
not,
Stephanie. Of course, Jericho drop kicks him from the top
that
rope.
gets
It's a
a
missile
pop.
drop kick.
That always gets a
Cause
pop. Any
violence
harm to
against
Stephanie.
women. Yeah. She's a harlot. She's a whore.
Why does
Slut.
he always
Slut.
write that for himself?
It
I
should
know.
tell.
Daryl, you remember what I said? What did I say, Daryl? Come on. About what Triple H does in private.
So
You 1000% know. We do that naked. I put her in the pedigree. I win. I get over. I finish. I go to bed.
so Triple H gets worked over on the leg
Just
again.
naked ass Triple H. Just look
And,
at me.
Stephanie keeps kicking. She keeps like clocking Triple H. She's hitting Triple H throughout the match. She's getting heat on her. She's hitting Triple H. Yada yada. Then Jericho does a figure four to Triple H with the ring post, which I thought was cool. I always loved that spot.
You know, it should have just been Triple H versus Stephanie McMahon. Like literally in the match.
May as well
like,
because Jericho was legit just a prop in this
not
match.
even kidding.
No.
The amount of times that she got involved and the amount of times that Jericho was not doing shit.
Nope.
Ugh.
And Earl kept yelling at her, and you kept hearing him on the fucking hard mic. And I'm like, let's wrap this shit up.
Like, Earl, you do know you have the authority to toss her.
Kick her out.
The crowd starts chanting for Hogan.
Hogan, yes. Triple H does a comeback
they
spot.
did.
But Jericho hits a drop toe hold into a leg snap. Then we're getting more rest holds. You get the Hogan chant. Then Jericho goes for a clothesline, but he misses. Triple H hits a neck breaker. Triple H goes for like a tornado DDT or some shit, but Triple H just throws him. I don't know if that was supposed to be a spine buster or some shit, but it looked awkward. Then Triple H hits him with the double A. Then you get a little Y2J chant in the corner, whatever.
We say that was a very disappointing spine buster considering the one we saw earlier in the night.
An hour earlier. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Then Jericho sends Triple H outside, and then he lands on his injured leg because he keeps selling that damn leg, whatever. Jericho tries to get Triple H in the walls of Jericho, but Triple H reverses it. Then Triple H tries to pedigree Jericho on the table, but Jericho back body drops him into the Spanish announce table because of course. Then Jericho gets Triple H into the ring, hits him with a lion salt. Nobody reacts because I don't think Jericho is one with the lion salt since he was in WCW. Of course, Jericho tries to lock in the walls, but Triple H reverses it. Triple H then goes for the pedigree, but Jericho reverses it into the walls of Jericho. He holds him in it for like a minute or two. Then Jericho tries to hit Triple H with a chair at some point, but Triple H kicks the chair into Jericho's head and DDTs Jericho into the chair. Earl was messing with Stephanie on the outside because Stephanie was trying to get involved with the match. But how did you not hear Triple H kicking the chair? You had to have heard the chair. Then Earl counts the pin with the chair in his face. This is not a no DQ match, by the way. Anyway,
there's another chair shot later that's
yes,
even louder. That even louder. Does not hear.
So then Stephanie tries to hit Paul with the chair, but Earl stops it, and then Triple H pedigree Steph. So while Steph is rolling out of the ring and Earl is tending to, and this gets the loudest pop of the match, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. So, because of course it did. I've said of course a lot because this is the most Triple H match of all fucking time. So then
this reeks of Triple H.
Oh my god, yeah,
this is
like everything about it, man.
This is an Arn booked match, which means it's a Triple H booked.
Yeah,
booked
Triple
match.
H Jericho tries to hit Triple H with the chair because Earl is distracted with Stephanie. So then he hits him with the chair, and it's just this loud ass crack. And Earl doesn't react to it.
It's so funny that you say that, and in the background, just bring it. Triple H is throwing up his things like that. I was just like, oh. God damn it.
Earl doesn't react to it at all. So then Jericho tries to hit Triple H with the pedigree. Of course, Triple H reverses it into a catapult. Jericho lands on his feet on the ropes. This is one of my least favorite spots of all time. I've seen this spot a million times. Jericho goes for a flying nothing into a gut kick, into a pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Triple H wins. He's holding up both belts, and
that's how y'all want to finish Mania. That's how y'all want to do it.
So that was the wet fart of a finish.
Five
which
and a
is
half
why
out of 10.
at the end of the day, I will always pick 17 over 18.
I saw him go up to that top rope facing the other way, and I'm like, I haven't seen this match probably in 15 years. It's about to be a gut kick pedigree. Flying nothing gut kick pedigree is how this is. They're about to finish at WrestleMania.
Yep.
What?
You could have did like the like 2K like reverse spot where he does like where he catches him on the shoulders and then throws him up and then kicks him into a pedigree or something. But nope, just got
no fuck you. Figure it out. Do a moonsault into a pedigree.
Like exactly.
Yes.
It's Mania. Have Triple H run underneath him and kick him, like turn around and kick him the front ways, and then do it like like he moonsaults.
Anything other than that than a flying nothing.
Yeah, 5.5 out of 10. It wasn't even a terrible match, but nobody cared, and I like the finish was just left.
Oh, you're being
the storyline was stupid. Just go ahead, Anthony.
It got a lukewarm latte for me in a different setting at a different time with the proper amount of heat. It would have been nice, but God, I don't care about this at all.
Yeah, no, nah.
I give it 1 3/4 shovels.
I'll give my show rating. WrestleMania 18 gets a 7 out of 10. Like this to me is very much a 2-match card in my opinion, and the 2 matches that make this card, bless you.
Thank you.
The 2 matches that make this card are amazing. There were other decent matches. There were a couple of sneakers, but all in all,
I think Kane and Kurt really helps it quite a bit. I think the opening bout really Regal and RVD, DDP and Christian. I think the first half was really, really, really good, and then the second, and then the Hogan Rock match. But like everything else is either okay or shaky.
Yeah,
it's a tremendous WrestleMania that they accidentally aired 2 dark matches.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what it feels like.
Yeah.
I give it an overall probably 4.25 out of 5.
Flying nothings.
I don't know what WrestleMania. Flying nothings. There you go.
Yeah,
that seemed to be a thing.
4 out of 5 choices. There you go.
I give it a brown sugar shaken espresso. No accoutrement on it. Still pretty good, but
still pretty good show. Yeah.
Anthony,
I mean, fantastic. Let me put it that way. Fantastic, but not the top that it could be.
Bash it. Great American Bash 1989.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Okay, I thought you were about to say Great American Bash 2008 or something like that, and I would have
Great American Bash 89.
And
I'm calling Flair and Terry Funk, and I also want.
You say 89, right?
Yep, I want Flair and Funk, and then I want Sting and Muta.
Oh shit!
Wait, how many matches are there?
This
is a great card. This is considered WCW's best pay-per-view.
I can see why.
Okay.
Chris, what matches?
So that's why
I
picked it.
I gotta look it up real quick. You said Great American Bash 89.
I'm leaving cheese with some.
Hold on, time out. There's one that I want specifically to do. No. There's actually one. Time out.
I want Luger and Steamboat.
Okay, of course.
Yes, you can get that one.
What's the next one?
Okay. And I swear to God, I'm not doing any tag matches. I've done tag matches the last 9 shows.
Darrell, I want you to do the King of the Hill double ring battle royal.
That looks terrible. But I see something here.
Do you know who the skyscrapers are?
Yes, I see that. I was gonna take the tag team match with the fucking dynamic dudes.
Sid Vicious and Mean Mark Callis.
I'm taking. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I might take this tuxedo match we got here.
Oh, with Jim Cornette and fucking Paul Heyman, fucking stupid ass. Shit, man.
So Darrell, are you gonna take the War Games match? Is the question.
I'm gonna take War Games, and I'm gonna take the tag match, and I can do the Battle Royal. I'll do all three
Okay,
of those.
so wait.
That's a
wait,
lot.
Hold off. No, I was gonna say so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got the tag match, right? That's 5.
Yeah.
So Cheese will get Pillman and Bill Irwin. He will get the Steiners versus the Varsity Club. Kaufman, you said you wanted also the
It should
Cornette
be
and Paulie.
we all of us should have 2, one of us should have 3.
I'll take the 3.
I want 3. I was gonna say I want 3.
You want 3?
No, I mean 3 matches in total. One person will have 3, the rest of us have 2.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll take 3. So I'll take
Okay.
that King of the Hill double ring battle royal.
All right. Then I'll do,
Or
I'll do
well,
War
I
Games
figure
tag
that's
match.
gonna be 10 minutes. I figure we'll all jump in on that one anyways.
Fair enough. It's gonna be
Fair.
like pointless to call each little
Yeah,
bit of action.
elimination and all that. Yeah.
So two for everybody then. I'll do Cornette and
Honestly,
Dangerously,
Darrell,
Luger and Steamboat.
if you end up wanting to just split the War Games amongst the group, that could be the easier for that because there's probably going to be a lot going on there.
Yeah, and I with the new schedule.
And that in that
they're
case,
working-
what you could do,
Mhm.
you could take the Skyscrapers King of the Hill double battle royal, and then you could also take
Skyscraper
that
tag
tag
team
match, and then we can
Yeah.
all share the War Games match.
Sounds good to me.
That way everybody
Sounds like
gets
a
2, and
plan.
then we just do the War Games. All right, cool.
Gotcha.
This is going to
Thank
be
you
a
for
really
watching.
fun. I wanted to pick one that wasn't WWF.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to get out of that bubble for a second.
yeah. 'Cause I
Yes.
think the last like 3 or 4 shows are
Also-
in WWE, WWF.
It was either that or the consideration was doing WrestleMania 30, the one with Sasha, but just that night, just the night that Sasha main
Oh,
event.
night 1, the
Mhm.
Sasha
Yeah.
Bianca match. Yeah.
So I thought about that, but then I
37.
realized we've just done a lot of WWF. I want to get out of that, so
Yeah.
consider that like when you're picking your next ones.
All right. Thank y'all for watching.
Peace out.
We love you.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us your favorite
Yeah.
Triple H match of all time.
Do that, or we won't love you anymore. It's pretty
Exactly.
simple.
All right. Catch y'all.
Don't make me hate you.